Hello everyone and welcome to Sunkissed, the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition TTRPG. We are on episode number 10. I can't remember.
10?
Number 10.
Wow. Wait, does that include the the snapshot episodes?
No, the snack shots are a separate episode.
It's like 9.5.
Does it also include the Lost episode? So we've done it feels like we have been doing this way less time than we have.
Yeah,
I know,
like,
yeah.
what, like 2 weeks time, something?
We've
Yeah,
done...
it's like session 3, maybe
It's
4.
been the
Yeah.
shortest
Yeah.
2 months.
Oh god, yeah.
2.5 months.
We've done 11 total episodes and one snack shot. Well, 2 snack shots now, but
We're just getting started.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
Yeah, it feels like we're just getting started.
We are.
And
Like,
what have we
ramping up.
got to show for it?
we're exploring the sandbox
Fuck
currently.
all.
Yeah. In a
Well,
way.
Fuck all and
God.
daddy issues.
I mean, you guys have a decent amount of territory now.
We're just making fun. Okay. Shall we?
I want more. I
ourselves.
want
Yeah,
more
yeah.
territory.
This
It's
is
like-
what never being satisfied feels like.
Yeah. True that.
Hi, everyone.
Also,
the stream, hi.
hello. Fun story. I recently watched the film and TV show for What We Do in the Shadows for the first time.
Oh my
Isn't it
god.
amazing?
Right?
Oh,
It
it is probably my favorite like little video about vampires or whatever. It's so
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's amazing.
it's so good. They're making a second one.
Yeah, they're
apparently.
making a second season, right? That's coming
Yeah.
out soon.
The second season just started.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that will be why I've been rewatching the first season last night. Then I didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah, no, the
Wait.
second season of the TV show came out and is airing now. Like, so I watched the first couple episodes of season 2.
Oh my god, that's so
Um,
exciting.
I have a question for you both. Have you seen The Trial? Okay, that's probably season
No.
2. You'll enjoy The
No.
Trial.
Okay.
Mm,
Looking forward to it.
okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie, and then I watched the TV show, and it's like, it's a little different. I wouldn't say it's quite as good starting off, but it kind of ramps up as it goes.
I don't know. Like they're both really, really top tier.
Yeah,
So-
they're both very good, definitely.
So good.
Wesley Snipes. So let's go around and introduce everyone and see what everyone's. Feel free to talk a little bit about the snack shots as well, and then we'll get into the recap and everything. So Mac/Hydra.
Hey, how you doing? I'm going to be Mac Marlowe today, your local detective. Hashtag Mac did nothing wrong. Clay is our Lord and Savior, who is the hero not that Tess wants, but the hero that Mac likes.
That's probably too long for a hashtag, but okay.
That just about fits in a tweet, I guess.
Sure.
What a fucking dick. Unbelievable.
Well, so what I'm going to say is, if you thought Mac did nothing wrong last week, wait until Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
So a little bit of information for everyone. We did do a snack shot this Sunday, and it was a dual snack shot, just the one kind of set, which was Mac and Chrys, and they went and did things and found out things, and now perspectives may change wildly, and things that happen from here out will just everything's changed. Anyway,
Very interesting.
very interesting.
We weren't supposed to do plot stuff.
We were not, but it happened
And
anyway.
yet,
Plot stuff?
you didn't even step on your own plot point.
They stepped on a plot landmine and they stepped on a test landmine. So
And I don't even know what it is.
no.
Like,
Yeah.
they won't tell me.
I'm
So
not
I
telling
am
her
going
what
to
it
find
is.
out on Wednesday, the same time you all find out.
The best thing was, it was completely, like,
We were both like, oh,
quantifiably not my fault, because I picked it out of a hat, literally.
I literally picked it up.
So we shall find out.
Yes.
But onward and upward, my friends.
Yes. Oh,
I
and
look forward.
I think at least I'm in for that Wednesday thing, Vandy. So should we? Yeah. Are you down
Yeah,
for doing that?
yeah. I'll when it's my turn, I will.
Okay.
bring that in.
Well, next up is, of course, second in the call, definitely not last, Tess/Vandy.
I wasn't last.
You were last, I know.
Why aren't you?
Fucking unbelievable. Hello. I'm Vandy. I will be playing Tess today, as I do every week. In our snapshot episode, which you would have seen this past Wednesday, took a little time with Mom.
So
got to
wholesome.
the car. It was very wholesome. I think she's trying to. She thought like Cass might have been a good match for her, but I don't know.
He was
Debatable.
wearing his suit when he visited her, so.
That's true. That's true. She did not mention Mac at all,
No.
which is much more fun. But yes, so just so everyone's aware, on Wednesday, we are going to be having a little watch party of the episode that Mac and Chrys are sharing. So while it's airing on Sheepy's channel, I will also be streaming with commentary from Sheepy and whoever else wants to join in. We will have live reactions of everything happening. There will probably be yelling, but if you want to, keep aware of that, just, I have my Twitter, so I will be posting everything there.
Yeah.
We'll be going live at the same time as Sheepy does. So
I'll let you guys know in my Discord when that's happening and where to go if you want to see the reactions. Okay.
also, Lamia is bae. Okay, listen, don't even fucking come at me.
It's true.
That's
It's
it.
very true.
I'm not coming at you. I'm gonna come at Lamia.
Yeah.
Is she though? Is she?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
she
wait.
is.
Though.
She is actually. To be fair, she is.
Third in the call, definitely not last. Cassius/Josh.
Hi, I was here on time.
Yeah.
And if you were in my stream, you would know that. Hi, I'm Josh, also known as Gaming FTL, also known as Strange Adventures, because I named the channel and I don't name me. And I'm bad at that. So, yeah, Cass today. Cass hasn't got any plans. He's just gonna get shit done. I
Okay.
hope. That's it. He's sort of over his grumpy boy mood, so that'll help. Unless someone else puts him in a grumpy boy mood. I mean, he's rather passionate, so that's possible. It's very easy to do. So we'll see. Yeah, I think the
Snapshot?
only character who hasn't actually done anything wrong.
Not that anyone can remember.
Yeah.
First of all, okay, Tess is an angel.
Okay.
What kind of angel? The ones with robes and trumpets, or the ones with like fire and a billion eyes?
Ooh,
All in one.
spooky.
That's a weird angel, to be honest.
Spooky.
Ones with daddy issues.
And finally, the last in the call, the position of shame, the person who turns their camera off.
First of all, I have to turn my camera off because to put these fucking space buns in, I have to go upside down, and that's ridiculous, and nobody needs to see it. So that's why I had to turn my camera off. I was second. Fight me. I'll beat you up.
To put the what in, you have to go upside
My
down?
space buns, my hair.
Oh.
They're like space buns. It's a hairstyle. Okay, Josh, learning today.
Something Star Wars, right?
is Tash/Chrys.
Hi, I'm Tash. I'll be playing Chrys, who, during her snack shot, went to go see the Encroaching Wilds. Did amazing diplomacy, just saying.
Yeah.
And also turned into an animal, which we will find out very shortly.
Very
what the animal
momentarily.
is.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
I hope
Whoa.
we have more
Ooh.
artists in the chat. I want to see like fan art of that so badly.
Space bun animal.
Animal.
Space bun.
I don't
Yeah.
think they transfer very well. But yeah, I'm super excited.
The ears are just like big buns.
Yo.
be.
I
Who
want to
knows?
see fan art of the car still.
Mm.
I'll work on it.
Test car.
I want to do it actually, but right now I'm like swamped with stuff outside, but I'm like thinking about it a lot because I can picture it so vividly.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. So last week we had an episode and a snack shot as well. In the snack shots, there was some visiting the theatre, some visiting a chapel, a cathedral, some visiting mothers, and some visiting of random hobos in the woods. Chrys.
Yeah, hobos.
Sure. And
It's a lot of work to keep good dreadlocks.
it is. I believe during I may need to be reminded because a lot I've been doing a lot since the last episode. Strangely enough, yeah, that was Clay Fraser. Mac went to see Clay Fraser and got the deal. £5,000 to organise a
Oh, Kale.
A few centimeters.
Kale.
Let's go see
not
Kale.
Clay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kale. Yes.
Yeah.
Kale.
We keep doing that. I keep doing that. Does anyone can someone help refresh me on
Yeah.
this?
So, Cass and Chris went for a hunting trip.
Yes.
We had the Roman meeting, which didn't go well because someone was
I
talking
remember now.
mosh
Yeah.
about bread.
You know, okay,
So
On a stick.
it's just a breadstick, okay?
exactly. It's just
But
a
it was-
breadstick.
It was
No,
symbolic.
it's not just a.
It was
I'm about
so
to
much
fight
more
somebody.
than
Do you
that.
see my point? Okay.
Yeah. It's
That
like,
breadstick
Might be a bit of
represented
bleed
daddy
between.
issues.
Look, it was just a breadstick, okay? I just had to kill him for it.
The
It would have killed
symbology
him for
is unimportant.
So
Oh, don't!
Hey, Clay was the one chewing on it.
You both tried to punch him.
Yeah.
you did.
as you can see.
We
Um,
both failed.
So, there was a meeting between the front and the coterie who decided upon the name Memory.
Memoria.
Memoria. Sorry, I
Memoria.
keep messing that up. I will get it right.
Memory.
Anagram.
Memories and breadsticks.
We're so off base today.
So
we're messed.
Eating.
during the meeting, Clay Fraser came to be a neutral party to make sure no one did anything aggressive or no fights broke out or anything like that, because Clay is often used in those roles. Clay, however, decided to antagonize specifically Tess by pickpocketing her breadsticks and then eating them in front of her during the meeting, to which Tess immediately ran at him, shouted at him, and then stormed off until he said bon appetit, and she went insane. Can you imagine saying that to a police officer? Like, when they come to the scene and they're like, okay, so what happened here? He was eating a breadstick and said bon appetit to me when I left. So I punched him in the face.
You know what? I don't even want to hear it, man.
Contextually, it totally makes sense why Tess got pissed off. It's just, out of context, it sounds so bizarre. And then, obviously, the front left because the meeting was kind of disrupted and they weren't very impressed with the way it was held, I guess. Your deportment? No, your how you conducted yourselves during the meeting. And so they left and they're like, oh, forget it, kind of, we're not interested that much. Then there was the meeting with the Old Guard, who were a lot more professional. They insisted on, taking phones away and leaving them away. There not too much was achieved, but there was kind of a much more agreeable atmosphere where it was kind of like, if you want to work together, we can work together type thing, right? And they seemed a bit more confident and maybe in a bit of a stronger position. This is from your characters' perspectives.
They were also super not
Funky.
correct? Yeah,
Yes.
and one smells
Smelly.
Stinky.
Tess noticed that the main guy, Cyril's face was a bit distorted and different from the last time she'd seen him, with heightened senses, and then came closer and could smell like this hanging kind of decay smell, kind of rotting flesh smell around him. Wasn't super obvious to everyone, just with the heightened senses. And then everyone went off to their snapshots, and we come back into the scene of Chrys having just changed from man, as it were, to beast. So Chrys, you are still with
Caster.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are still with Caster, and he's just gone, oh shit. And yeah, Chrys, you are. I need a picture of these things.
That's my drum roll. You're welcome.
Hey, can we get a drum roll in the chat for what we're going to find out about Chrys here? I guess a drum roll of emotes. I don't know how that
Oh, yeah.
works.
We could do. This is drums, definitely. Drums.
Well,
There we are. So Chrys, you are like very low to the ground, kind of like your body is elongated lengthwise, like kind of like a ferret or like a weasel, but a lot bigger, a lot more muscly, and you have like a slightly larger like jaw and head and all these types of things. And Caster goes, Wolverine, interesting.
I can't talk as a Wolverine.
You can't talk as a. However, if you'd like, now that you have the power and you have learnt how to do it, you can change back.
No. I'm gonna run around as a Wolverine for a bit.
I like how a couple of people in chat are like, got it, and it's like, yeah, you guys were shouting out literally every
You
animal
said
that
like
existed
20
in the
animals.
chat.
You were like rabbit, cat, dog, bear, tiger. It's like you can't just name every animal and say I
Monkey.
got it.
Monkey.
Monkey.
So, congratulations, Chrys. You are a Wolverine, also known as the Gulo Gulo, which in Latin means glutton. Kind of feels like Tess should have been a Wolverine. But they are, I think they're in the same family as the like ferrets and
Yeah.
and badgers. It's like the weasels, badgers, otters, minks, etc. They're the largest, they're usually kind of medium to large dog size, I believe.
They're kind of chunky, but obviously
Yeah.
I keep mass.
Yeah.
So
So you keep
they're
your
like
mass,
large
so-
dog size normally.
Yeah. So it'd probably be on the largest dog size, probably about the same size, kind of height wise as like Conan. Just like Conan's a lot skinnier, a lot kind of like wiry, whereas you're like a chonk.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah. But it's all the fur and everything. You do have your stats for being a Wolverine,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Obviously, you'll want to be reasonably careful. Like a lot of people who see you will be like, "Oh, it's a dog," or "Oh, it's a." They won't. You know, as long as it's not like you're sitting there in front of them with paws up, kind of like begging for a treat or something. They'll be like, "Oh, that thing in the
It's a
distance,
weirdly
probably."
large badger.
Yeah, like a weirdly large badger or something. Yeah. So you may change back. Caster's gonna stand there for a moment, and then do you wanna come back or?
Oh, well. And I'll change back.
Okay.
Look, totem. What? That's weird.
Yeah, it's a strange sensation. But
My shoulder went in a bit of a funny direction then.
yeah. That's fine. You were a Wolverine.
Yeah. At least it's not a pig.
At least it's not a pig.
Well, thank you for helping me with that. And I feel a bit weird now,
Okay.
and I want to go home.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to like? I think there was something you wanted to talk to Castor about before you
Yes.
left, right?
So yeah, the food thing, Castor. So what, like, as long we can go through your territory to get where we're going. Yeah, we're not gonna like hunt here.
Yeah.
And you can like come to Gimlet's. So it's basically he has like some humans he's tested to make sure they're not all like and you can like bring someone if you want them tested, or you can just eat his
For a
but-
price, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Yeah.
is
Oh, it's, you know.
as per. So it's probably going to be like, I don't know, he asked for info and we went.
Okay.
So just prepare for that.
All right. Well, that's good to know. And you've given him the like position of
Yeah.
of Giblets. And,
Gimlet's butchery on this street in this corner, and there's a symbol outside.
well, we'll. How about tomorrow we send someone down to the river, and just do a very quick meetup.
Yeah.
And you can talk to your guys, and as long as that's fine, then we have an agreement, and that can all be good.
Yeah, cool. Who are you gonna send down? Do you know? Do you think? Do you guess?
I've been rooming with Andy at the moment, so if it's not me, it'll probably be Andy. But just from the perspective as GM, you can gloss over that, so you can just do a quick like send someone there, yay or nay, and
Yeah,
then
okay.
it'll be sorted.
All right. Well, make sure she doesn't eat any bugs. She was a bit.
She hasn't
quiet.
mastered the art of running with her mouth closed.
I'm gonna practice that on my way home, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat any bugs either. Okay. Bye.
All right.
I'm just gonna like hop, skip, and jump
Yeah,
over the river
and
steps.
and Castor shifts back into Wolf and trots off into the woods. And you jump over the. Are you shifting back into Wolverine?
I'm hop, skip, and jumping over first.
Okay.
Because I'm not obviously not used to the body yet. So
Sure.
we're gonna have a little run
Um,
around on the way back home.
Roll me dexterity athletics, please.
Okie dokie. You wanna see some dice, chat? You wanna see some dice?
See some dice.
Shit.
2. It is not a massive difficulty. You almost slip a couple of times, but you do get across.
Gosh, okay. It's a bit wet.
I mean, if you failed in the middle of it, then you would probably get carried down the river a fair ways before you managed to get out, but it's fine.
It's all good. It's fine.
And you get back to the Winnie's Haven. Everyone else has bedded down, and you head
I'm just
to
gonna
your
go to my bed.
head to your loft and get your head down for the night. So everyone, our funnest of times, let's have rouse checks to see how you do. Tess is fine. Chrys is fine. Wow, dude, seriously. Cassius gets hungrier.
He's a thirsty boy.
Yeah, apparently.
He has not succeeded on a rouse check yet, I think,
I think Tess has failed
for
one.
to wake up.
Yeah. Mac, you get hungrier too.
I'm on 3.
Anyone else on high numbers?
I'm on 3.
Not too bad. Obviously, you're starting to feel the resurgence of like the proper thirst.
Yeah,
But-
I know.
You know, as long as there's nothing, you know, as long as like a stab victim doesn't wander in front of you, fall down, and go, "Look at all this blood that's coming out of my body." You know, you
Please eat it.
My God, I'm so
Get rid of
fucking
this blood.
tasty. It's like I'm
Oh
covered
no,
in
I'm
barbecue
bleeding
sauce.
and I can't stop it. Oh.
If only someone could mop up this blood.
Oh, this blood. Oh.
And nowhere for it to go.
It's like the weirdest
It's
start
just
to
gonna
a
be
vampire
wasted. Yeah.
That's why we're not supposed to listen to like funky jazz before
porno.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So you will wake up, Mac, Cassius. That the hunger burn is coming back, and you realize that it's gonna start getting dangerous if you don't eat and carry on interacting with with humans. So this is in your mind at the very least. And as usual, I imagine everyone congregates down in the basement. Mac, of course, is already there because he's sleeping on the beanbag chair still.
We need to get him a bed.
Can you just? I can just imagine Mac like in a like straight as a board, just sitting in this beanbag like with his arms like crossed over him, kind of just
Yeah,
in a deep vampire sleep.
probably with the newspaper over his face.
Yeah. Or like his hat like down on top.
Yeah,
of,
just hats, just yeah, definitely. Hey, evening. How we doing?
Doing all right? Is that comfortable?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Ugh.
How's it going, Tess? Yeah, like
Need a
that.
car.
You made a.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Why did you paint?
Nothing. I'm gonna go grab like food.
Yeah.
Just embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
So I had a chat with the wilds. Anyway, they're coming to visit us later.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. We're gonna go
That's-
meet them.
better than
Wanna-
going
yeah.
to them.
Also, I gave him permission to go to Gimlet. And
Oh.
also,
Why did you?
Return for what?
we can go through their territory and it's all good. And they're gonna, just like not go near the garage. And also, I can turn into a Wolverine now. And there's some
What? No,
stepping
no, hold on a second.
stones.
One more time?
There's some stepping stones.
No. Little rewind a little more.
I went to see the wilds.
Less far than that. Start with what you can turn into.
Okay, I did hear that correctly. She can turn into something?
Yeah, do you want to see it? It's really weird.
I kind of would love to see it. Yeah.
I've just
You-
googled it, and like Hugh Jackman is a very handsome man, so I am very impressed.
That's unfortunately very true. When we were talking about what animal Chrys would become, that we both searched up Wolverine on Google, and the first thing that came up is Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what Mac has just done on his phone.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Good job.
Less yellow.
Oh, okay. Can you do it now?
You can't watch me. It's just-
Well, we got a
Yeah,
grooming
that
parlor
imagine
upstairs.
skeleton.
We could, prettify you.
I'm sure there are some bows. If you
No.
turn into whatever you can turn into, there's like bows and
I
collars for
Immediately
dogs.
go upstairs to get any of the like.
We're not putting
Brushes
bows
and-
on.
Oh, I'm not even listening. I'm just going up.
Yeah.
I'm not putting bows on. I feel like my fur is too short. That's weird to say.
How does that work even? Like, if we cut your hair like that and then you turn back to this and like you shaved, how does that work?
You're not cutting my hair.
No, I'm.
Do
no,
you have
no.
any training?
As a hair cutter?
Yeah.
I've done a bit of barbarism in my times.
Barbarism.
Not the same thing.
Different.
Yeah, well. Close
Well,
enough.
fun fact, Chrys. Try whatever hairstyle you like. I know what I look like bald. Just
Does
comes
it go
the
back
next night.
though? Because
It's a weird quirk. Yeah. I also recommend wearing socks as often as possible. People think it's weird if you don't.
also
That's a masquerade breach.
probably not true, but Castor said that limbs grow back, but I think it's probably not true.
Limbs grow back?
Probably not
Sounds
true.
Likely. I don't know.
On the socks thing, I got told off for that in bed once. So I'm not sure that holds up.
In bed? No, I mean when you're walking around. How many people are you in bed with, Mac?
I don't want to hear that answer. Chris, can you just turn into whatever you're going to turn into?
I have to do it like that.
Is that what it sounds
Just like a poof of smoke? Is that?
I'll let you describe it.
Does Chris just go ha like that, and then a second like pauses there for like a second, and then shifts? Roll me a rouse check, please.
Oh
Yeah,
Some of the drama was lost.
you're fine. You're fine. And like kind of like features shifting, features like moving and melding, and then on the floor there is a Wolverine, like fairly large, a lot bigger than usual, very poofy, very kind of fuzzy, and of course instantly Conan like perks up and is like scrambles up. He's like
no! Just waving at Conan.
the Wolverine waves.
I can't talk.
like Conan's like
That is a
Oh.
Chris?
big. That is the weirdest looking dog I've ever seen.
Do you still think like Chris? Like, put a paw up if you can still understand me.
ball goes up.
All right. Now, what's the answer to this Sudoku? I couldn't get it. I
Can
wanna
she
see if
flip
she's
somebody off?
Yeah, apparently.
Just a
Wow.
giant claw comes up.
That's dexterous for a big badger thing.
I think she means one, Mac.
Oh, nice. One.
And Conan and like on your Sudoku, like the entire line is ones.
Nice. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
like
god.
bounce on the beanbag chair a little bit.
Yeah, and Conan's like doing that dog thing where he's like going closer but also backing off at the same time, where it's like, ooh, ooh, like quite excited.
Conan,
So-
Conan.
it's Chris.
All right. I got an idea. Like, anyone got like a table leg? I want to see what, like, can you bite stuff? I don't know. I want to see how strong you are.
Do
Um,
you break off a table leg?
Anyone got a spare table leg?
Yeah. I've only got 3, so it's fine. Like, points at table.
Yeah, there's kind of like a cheap coffee table type, like, and
Nice.
in like in Saturday's room there's like a side table and those type of things. Like
I know the
chairs,
one.
etc.
I mean, you could just use your arm.
Chris is also interested, so I just want to like bash it.
Sure.
you want to what are you
Here
bashing?
is a table. Imagine that table as a squirrel.
squirrel? I think she could probably take something bigger than a squirrel.
Yeah, but squirrels are sneaky. Go.
What precisely are you doing to this table?
I'm gonna try.
You clawing it? You biting it?
I'm gonna try claw it because that seems like I previously had claws. I know that they are a thing.
Okay. Roll me a strength brawl with your Wolverine stats.
To ask, I'm not sure. This is a great time to ask because I don't know.
Yes.
The stats that we added, like willpower, health, physical, etc. So
Yeah.
it would be strength brawl
It would be
plus that.
no, it would be physical plus your brawl if you have a brawl stat.
Oh, I don't get it. I'm not gonna lie.
So
I have brawl on my sheet, and then
Yes.
strength brawl. That's fine. And then the physical was 6. Or there's a brawl for the animal as well, which was 7.
Do you have a separate character sheet for the badger, Wolverine?
No.
Where did you put your details down for your?
In my Google Drive, but I'll pop it on the sheet real quick.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Good that we
Roll
do
loads
this
of
now,
dice.
though.
This is why. There you go. It's in the notes and details
Right,
on my
right.
sheet.
I
Okay,
reckon she's gonna get the table.
I may need Josh's help with this one. Josh,
Hmm?
when you for like NPCs and stuff, when you roll like a brawl, do you just roll the brawl dice, or do you roll the physical brawl?
So if it's like one of those animal ones, I think it's got the physical, social, mental ones,
And then it's got the
and
like
you just roll
extras.
those
Yeah.
for anything that's not the exceptional dice pools.
Okay, and the
So it's not
exceptional.
like the 6 physical plus the exceptional brawl, because
Yeah.
the exceptional brawl will be like 7, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be the brawl one.
So you just
for
roll your
fighting.
brawl, which would be 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just roll 7.
Yes.
Okay, much easier. Okay, D 7d10. True.
4 successes, and you as a Wolverine, you add +1 damage to your rolls. That's
Yep.
5. So yeah, you just kind of like the table's put down. You just kind of pick up a claw and just like, and the table leg just snaps off and goes like skittering down the floor. And along with that, you hear a scattering of claws as Conan runs after the table leg and grabs it in his mouth and then just like brings it back to Cassius and sits down like, got it.
Clever, you're so clever. Play with the Wolverine. Go on.
And he stands up and then drops the table leg in front of you.
Go on, go get him.
He like spins around and like starts kind of inching towards the Wolverine again, like trying to smell but not get close enough to get
Yeah,
batted.
he's doing the smell thing, and then he goes back on his paws, like.
He's like, maybe like chomping the air just a little bit, kind of like, you know.
Yeah. He's playing with Chris. I don't know how
I'm,
you feel
I'm
about
bobbing Chris's head like it's going forwards and backwards like close to like.
Yeah.
That gives me an idea. Like, give me the table leg. I put it between the two. Like, put it in the dog's mouth and point the other end towards Chris's mouth. Come on.
Honestly, I just want to see who's stronger, really.
Yeah, I want to see who wins. Oh, you're feeling like a chicken?
Interesting.
Hey, she didn't turn into a chicken. She turned into a Wolverine.
So, however, a well thought out plan this is, the second that you put the table leg like there, Conan grabs it and then runs away with it.
Smart dog.
Yeah.
Freddy wins, Chris.
I'm gonna transform back now, I think.
And for people who may not have seen like the first episode, etc., Conan is a Irish wolfhound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's massive
He's the biggest boy.
Big boy.
and grey. I don't think I mentioned the color. He's grey.
Yes, grey with
The
kind
biggest, bestest gray
of white. And
boy.
He's a good boy.
He's now in the corner chewing a table leg.
Yep.
I'm sat in the
This-
beanbag chair like, what? I'm not playing tug of war with Conan.
What?
Obviously
you love
not.
I
us.
would.
Obviously not saying
you
that
do it?
because you're not you're still
I
a
just said I
Wolverine.
was-
No, she
I just said.
turned
Oh,
back.
you changed back? Okay, sorry. Apologies. Carry on.
Why would they play tug? You play tug of war. Who's stronger out of you two?
I'm still trying to process you literally changing from some sort of like man bear pig to some whatever. What?
Pig.
What? I can't. What? I'm going to read the paper for a little bit. Excuse me.
It's
Oh,
kind
damn
of-
it. I
Talk
didn't-
to ghost people.
I didn't check. Oh, I could have. I don't know if this works. I've never had an opportunity to test it. I can talk to animals.
Oh.
You can't talk to humans. Maybe we could converse.
Oh.
When you're
You can't
Not in the-
talk to animals, right? It's.
I mean,
it's
I
the
can have
more-
conversations with them. I understand
Okay,
what they're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Hmm.
Really?
I do little.
Man, so to again.
And then no, don't waste your strength. Just something to consider for the future.
We'll try next time.
So
Yeah.
if I came to you with like a hamster, I could be like, "How's his day going?"
It's a hamster. You know exactly how it's going. You don't need to ask it.
Just-
Eat, shag, sleep.
Run.
It just
Run.
runs on the wheel.
Yeah.
I don't like to make so many assumptions personally. Jeez,
I mean,
you had to
can
go with
just-
me
you
with the
can just
Chinese
tell.
thing.
You can tell from their body language whether they're eating properly. You don't need to ask a hamster. They're also not great conversationalists.
Very
Makes
one
sense,
note.
really. Very makes sense, really.
Yeah, and that note is It's really annoying.
anyway, okay. Do we have things we want to do today? Because quite frankly,
Yes.
talking about
Mhm.
hamsters is starting to bore me.
It's a bit of a weird
I
day.
feel like-
So
All
we
right.
someone needs to meet the wild. So I think it's just like a quick. We
We
good
can
with
do
it?
that.
You happy?
Um,
Yeah, great.
hmm.
So
Maybe before.
to give you guys the skinny on what the deal is,
Sorry.
it's basically open border policy where it's like a vague agreement to help each other out. Like
The
if you're
wilds are not very solid.
yeah, it was basically like Castor said he'd help you out, but he can't speak for the rest of the group. They'll have to decide individually.
Someone should be able to speak for the rest of the group.
Huh?
That seems inefficient.
Well,
should
yeah, no,
somebody
it's
very
welcome to democracy in But yeah,
Okay.
it's basically like if you get attacked, we'll try and help you out. If we get attacked, you try and help us out. Very vague, very kind of like, you know,
We'll
De-
try.
defensive.
Kind of.
Bros.
a defensive pact kind of thing going on there. And then basically we'll let Tess through, and any of the rest of you who want to come through our territory, so you don't have to go all the way around. If you like. And it basically you'd give them access to gimlets and the ability to use gimlets.
Yeah. That's perfect. So
Okay, so maybe before we make any plans for today, we should have a little period of reflection on yesterday.
Sure. Why? You got questions?
Yeah. No observations, really.
Go ahead.
The meeting with Roman, it was useful.
Could have been. I'm gonna throw some shit. Could have been better if we had not attacked Clay.
could have been better if Clay wasn't there
Yeah, but
as
he
a
was.
neutral third party.
I mean, but he was,
But he's
and
not.
then the whole. I mean, he was there. Probably not best if you try punch people because in a meeting.
That meeting was going nowhere anyway. Honestly, you're right. Probably shouldn't have tried to punch him, but it's too late now and he deserves it.
Just
So
for future reference.
But we can
hopefully in
reflect.
future meetings there will be no punching. Yes, agreed.
Hopefully, in future meetings, if Clay is there, I will take a step back. How's that?
Yeah, I think we
You
should
just expel him. and-
Clay
make him go
is
away.
a problem. He's not the problem.
Yeah, very funny, Mac. Okay,
I'm
he is
dead
definitely
serious, yeah.
the problem.
I mean, I
He
think the
comes
Sire
in.
Human feeding's a bigger problem than.
We have gimlets.
Yeah, but that's not everyone, is it?
Here's the thing. Out of every vamp that we've met, every kindred, I trust I trust Clay the most.
Why?
Because-
Wow.
You can read him. You know what he's gonna do. You know what he's about. You know his thing. It's what he does. I spent last night with him. Had a little chat. Yeah. Look, the thing is, right? You speak to the guy. He likes pushing buttons.
Mm-hmm.
You two have buttons, you could say. And for him, to me at least, it's a bit of fun. It's entertainment. The guy enjoys it. Now, here's the thing. There's an expression that kind of summarizes what I'm thinking, but better the devil you know. Or the kindred you know in this case. Now, Clay, he ain't gonna murder you in your sleep. That's not his thing. But can you tell me that your friend Lamia, like, when you walk outside, what's she thinking? What's she gonna do? What's she after?
I mean,
I don't know.
I went yesterday to go and see her, but she wasn't there, so.
Exactly. What was she up to? We don't know. I don't know if we can trust her. Same with the old guard, the guys that smell like they're dead. I don't know what they're doing. They might want to eat us when we're sleeping. Clay's not going to eat us. He's just going to piss us off. So right now, he's the only one I trust because I know what he's going to do at least.
If you think you can trust Clay, then you deal with him.
I can trust him.
I'm not dealing with him. Sorry.
Do not be surprised when he ends up working with someone you truly hate.
I would expect him to. That's how I trust him.
Right.
I trust
That's
Clay
a weird
to be
kind
Clay.
of trust.
Yeah.
It's a very weird kind of trust.
I trust him to be him.
Kinda
True
makes
to his
sense.
colors.
Like, he's
Honestly,
always-
I think... Sorry.
So he's just always gonna do what's best for Clay, probably, right? And it's obvious what.
Maybe.
How do we know
I
that?
get it.
Or
How do we know
whatever's
that?
fun.
Like,
It's
why
irritating.
was he? No, but like, how do we know that? We don't know where his alliances lie. It could be
No.
with just him, or it could be with someone else. We don't know.
True.
I
But he
You
is
could-
super irritating. We do know that. So maybe we should just.
Yes, exactly. Which is
We
why
can
I've
trust
had
him
it
to be
talking about Clay.
irritating.
Okay, can we not?
Well,
Yeah, can we?
Yes,
not
we won't talk about
Given
him.
the opportunity, I will end him. It's very
Maybe
simple.
you want to, like, if you do get the opportunity at the meeting to end him, you could wait till
Meeting?
after the meeting. Yeah,
What meeting?
Any,
What do you
any,
mean?
the
any
meeting.
The meeting.
Oh,
Why
the
would
meeting.
Clay
The
be
meeting.
there?
Well, yeah, of
He's
course.
not coming to that meeting. What are you talking about?
I give him an invite. Why wouldn't I?
You
Oh,
why? Why
Mac.
did you do that?
I
You kidding?
As many
I walk up the
as
stairs.
Possible.
I walk up the stairs and scream.
Oh,
Just-
you're in trouble.
I did nothing wrong.
Do I need to put the fight music on?
No, you don't. Fucking.
So you go upstairs and scream?
Yeah, and then
I
Wyatt, please
from the other
phone
room. And it's not just Conan, it's the other two dogs as well.
I try and quiet those dogs down as well.
Yeah.
And then I turn to Mac and I'm like, Mac,
Yes.
immediately explain your reasoning for inviting that dickhead.
As many as possible. That is the job. That's what
He
I've been hired
represents
to
no
do.
one but himself and he works for everyone. That doesn't work.
It
No
doesn't need
one
to.
needs him at that fucking table.
or
What's he
give.
gonna say?
I walk back down the stairs and I said, "You've just given the worst person the most ammunition in town."
Ammunition?
What
If
did
the
you-
guy does anything there,
what did you
everyone
get
will
out
know
of
it
it?
was him.
What did you get?
Please
out of
tell me you got something good from that
Yeah,
exchange.
he's got a good
Yeah.
singing voice. Like,
He-
it?
we,
No.
What?
No.
I punch a wall. I punch a wall. I
Okay.
punch a wall.
You gave him an invite
Chuck me a
to
strength roll.
possibly the most important meeting this city will ever see
we're on good terms.
in exchange for a song.
What?
Right now,
You
as
did.
far as I'm concerned,
You did
me and him
also.
are getting on.
Yeah, there's like a visible crack, kind of like.
Why are we
Um,
breaking so many walls here?
I
Mac,
didn't like that wall either. Yeah,
just
what's
FYI,
going on?
you also got the blessed, the location of the blessed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's coming back now. Thanks for punching that wall for me. Yeah, I got some info on the group, the Blessed, and I'm sure he gave me some info too on Roman being.
Oh yeah, yeah. He said
yeah, he
Roman was a bootlegger.
Yeah, he gave me some info on Roman being like that the dude's just a bootlicker. He just does what he's told to do. Which will kind of explain what's going on with that. He works for another prince, guy out of town. There's probably some other stuff. I'll have a look at my notes, but as many as possible. And he likes me. I like him. As I say, I trust
Shocker.
him.
Bully for you. All right, Mac, that's not nothing, but it's definitely not worth a seat at that table. Whatever, it's done now. So, the Blessed sound interesting, and the fact that he thinks that Roman is a bootlicker pretty much confirms what we already know. If we want the front, there are a couple of ways I see we can do it. Could take out Mouse, or we could start from the bottom and invite the people who work for him.
Well, Roman was the guy in charge, right?
Well, I
Mm.
mean,
Roman was
Mouse
the guy
was
who
like
looked like he was in
Side-
charge
Well, yeah.
until he didn't.
Yeah, I'll maybe well, I wouldn't mind speaking to Goblin first. Figuring out what's the deal over there, you know.
Yeah, we'll have. We could go have a trip because it'd be interesting to see what he has to say about the wilds. Because they were right. They said they were having some issues with them to you guys.
we could.
Yeah, well, apparently
You
Gorbin
guys
calls
met them?
them the encroaching wilds. So apparently
Well,
the
weak
wilds.
as far as insults go, but sure.
Yeah, well, still something. So I suppose we'll have to see what they're planning on doing. I mean, if you're on good terms with the wilds now, Chrys, we
Well,
can
with
see if
Castor, yeah, it seems like.
or just Caster.
Well, I saw him and I saw Andy. She ate a bug.
Hey, how fast can you run?
Yeah, how fast are Wolverines?
Guy's so nosy.
Well, listen, I wanted to race the encroaching wilds in my car, but I kind of want to try racing you first.
Maybe we should Google it.
Maybe we can do this later. But do we want to go see Gorbin then and maybe talk to
Well,
him?
Why don't we
checking out Gorbin is a good idea, but I had an interesting encounter last night. Sorry, I'm Googling the Wolverine thing. I had an interesting encounter, and I'm 99% sure I met Talia. So,
Bitch, Talia?
Oh,
bitch that eats people, Talia. She seemed kind of
Damn.
nice.
you look
I
like
mean-
you're
Why
in
is
one piece?
everyone-
didn't realize that was your type.
She like
how fast
Was
can
she
Wolverines
nice?
run?
Lamia nice?
30 miles
like
an hour.
Suspiciously nice?
30 miles an hour.
Oh, well. That's
What's that in
pretty fast.
kilometers?
That
Uh,
is in
45?
Like something like that.
yeah, I don't know.
It's 48. Okay. I have a converter on my phone.
Okay, well, I'll still
cool.
outrun you then, or outrace you. But
Well, yeah, you're in a car. God.
yeah,
Could be faster. I don't know.
You could do it in a scooter. I'd love to see Tess on a scooter. That would be hilarious.
You could
A
do it in the
scooter?
Winnebago.
maybe a motorcycle.
Winnebago. Yeah.
I am never, ever setting foot in that car. Ever. That car will burn before I drive it. The only place I will be driving that car is to the place where it will become scrap.
I need it. It's inconspicuous.
Convenient.
Like
It's
you.
loud. It explodes every 2 seconds. It's not inconspicuous. It is conspicuously terrible.
One of the doors is missing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
Retro.
Look like
Not
what
all of
else
us
am I
have a
supposed to put
car.
bodies in, you know? Like how many dead
That
people
is
can
the
you put in
exact
your
thing
trunk?
everyone expects to find a body in.
No one expects to find a body
Really?
in my car.
I thought it was pretty good.
This is a hot body in which case.
Well, maybe we shouldn't just hide bodies in cars then. At all.
Well, how are you going to get them from A to B?
Okay, doesn't matter. Sorry, you met fucking Talia?
Talia.
Yeah, pretty sure she's a patron of the arts. We had a nice conversation. She wasn't creepy, polite, wasn't worried that I was in her territory, and seemed to be interested in talking again. So that's good. It's a start. I mean,
Patron of the arts, you say?
mhm.
Interesting.
She's into acting, you think?
This
Yeah.
particular acting, yeah.
So what's she actually like, you know?
Oh, well, I don't know. But if anyone wants to come with me and find out.
I don't get on too well with the thespians. I like people simple. People I can read like clay. So I'll leave that to, one of the erudites.
I don't know if it was an act. We'll find out.
I love the arts, obviously. I'm sure I can have a great conversation with her.
Are you gonna punch someone while you're
What?
there?
No, I literally just want to talk about art with someone who, understands art.
Chrys, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You want to go see Gorbin?
Oh yeah, I thought that's what. Yeah, let's do
Would
that.
you like to? Are you going to be doing so as you, or as like a giant badger wolf thing?
Wolverine, okay.
Wolverine.
It's way cool.
It is pretty cool. I'll give you that.
I think it might be best to go in this, because also we don't know if he hates just Gangrel, because I don't know.
That's a
maybe
good
he does.
point. Yeah, maybe we should
Also,
not.
a giant Wolverine walking through the city is probably slightly conspicuous.
Not exactly local.
You
We've
put a
had
bow on
Weirgates.
you. I mean, they might just think you're a big dog.
Not dog shit.
Yeah, like I said, we got collars. Matt could take
We
you for
could
a
borrow
walk.
a leash. I'd be like, come on.
Oh my god!
chokers
do you
are
just wanna
in.
do you just want to wear a collar because you love Lamia so much?
First of all, this is a choker. Second of all, fuck you. Okay, go see
I'm
Gorbin.
asking.
Yeah, you're asking. You know what? Why you gotta be like that? You know what? You come in here with like a cool new fucking transformation, and then you gotta be all snippy about it. Okay,
You're
like
cutting my hair and putting ribbons on. It's weird.
I'm not cutting your hair. I was just suggesting. I'm not gonna do it without your consent.
Shave
I
your
might put a
head.
bow in
Let's just
there.
go.
You're not
It's
expecting it.
okay. Have fun. Don't do
Will do.
crimes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. See you guys later. Me and Chris will go do the Gorbin thing.
Yeah, maybe brighten up her attitude a little. Ugh,
We'll
I feel
work
like
on
she'd be
that.
happy.
Oh yeah, and you too. Try not to punch anyone. See you
No
around.
promises.
Well, I mean, you're out of swing range now, so
Yeah.
We'll
Did
see
you
what
say
happens
that
when
as
we get
he's
back.
like left and he's gone up the stairs?
fucking idiot.
So Mac and
God.
Chris head out. Tess and Cassius, what are your plans?
Well,
Yeah. Just
guess we're getting dressed up again. Good thing I have enough outfits.
yeah, I got the suit dry cleaned sort of with a brush. That's what dry cleaning is, right? Clean it while it's dry. It doesn't look muddy.
Where's the suit? I'll go over to wherever the suit is and just take a look at it and just try to clean
It's
it up a
probably
little
in a
bit.
Pile on Cass's bed.
Yeah.
No!
Yes.
Are you You didn't even hang it!
Where am I supposed to hang it in
Cass!
here?
You have hangers in a closet!
Well, it's all shelf space in there.
All of the clothes in there are like bundles.
Winnies that are
Yeah.
folded up and or
Oh
bundled.
yeah. There's like some that are like folded and still on hangers, and then a whole load that's just bundled.
Oh. a small tear might just form at my eye right there. Like, oh my god. Okay, just turn on the shower on as hot as you can go. Please, just don't turn on the fan. We're trying to steam it up.
Oh right, okay. And he goes and does that.
And I'll just like take it and hang it and try to like de-wrinkle it a little bit while cleaning it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I have a spare. I fucking hell. Seriously, Cass, do me a
Yeah?
favor. Hang your
Yeah.
fucking clothes, okay? Before I hang you,
All of them?
just all of them, all of the clothes. And when you need to do the laundry, do it in enough time that it has time to dry and be hung up and like, you can iron it. Have you ever used an iron before?
I lived out of a camper van for the last 20 years, so
Okay. I don't have time right now to teach you how to iron. Okay, we're gonna do this step-by-step process. This is like when I moved in with Derek for that first time. Wow, he did not know how to do anything. It's like I'm gonna have to teach you how to be a human man or vampire, a humanoid man, adult.
I'm fine at being an adult. It's just all this fancy clothes stuff that's...
This is what adulthood is, Cass. It's not living out in the woods with your dog, okay? That is not... Oh, we're gonna have a meeting.
That literally was my adulthood, though. No, anyway, yes, it does look better now that it's all... I'll figure this out later. Should we go?
Yeah, I don't have time to, go through second puberty with you, okay? So we're gonna just do the best we can with this suit.
Well, normally when I put stuff on, the wrinkles just kind of fall out eventually anyway, so...
How long are you wearing these clothes?
A few days.
All right. This is the last rule for today. None of your clothes, none of them, can be worn for longer than a day without being washed.
I mean, obviously I washed them.
Longer than a day, and they will be washed.
Yeah. Okay. Got ya.
Okay.
I'm
Put the
playing
suit
sad.
on.
I'm playing sad Tess music.
Put the suit on.
I put on the suit.
I get dressed up, and we go to the car.
It was either this or combat music. I wasn't sure.
This is more relevant, honestly. This Tess is
It's a
is
trial
sad.
for you today.
Oh
already.
man, fucking.
It
Cass
is.
is going on an educational whirlwind right now.
It is going to hurt her so much when she sees your clothesline around the back of your camper van that is open in all weather. And
Oh
just
yeah.
always
There's
has-
a
always
clothesline
has
from
clothes
the
there.
van to a nearby tree, and
Yeah.
it's just like still got stuff pegged there from a few
It's all-
days
it's-
ago that you
yeah,
forgot
and like
about.
when it rains, it washes it, and then it
Yeah,
dries out
yeah.
after a couple of
That
days.
counts.
And,
There's
yeah,
no nearby streams. They can't wash it in the river. That's gross.
Yeah. But,
I am-
but Tess doesn't know this, so
Not yet.
Thank fuck. Oh god. Jeez. Okay, yeah, we'll get to the car and put in the fucking coordinates or whatever it is to go up to Talia.
heading towards Talia. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your plans? Because there's Calig up there, there's Lamia, there's Talia. So it depends who you want to go and see and who you want to talk to. You know what you want to do.
Well, first of all, are you hungry?
I am a little bit hungry. It would be a good idea if I can find something to eat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Gimlet's real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right. So we'll just we'll drive over to Gimlet's because it's like we're gonna be in the car anyways. So yeah. Well, go to Gimlet's first.
When you walk in, Gimlet's there behind the counter, breaks out into a smile. Miss Tess. Ah, and you've brought a friend. Who's your friend?
This is a very close friend of mine.
Boris.
Boris. Yeah. He's actually from around here, so you might see him.
Well, I have been doing wonderful business thanks to you. I do much appreciate you taking me under your wing. Would you like some refreshments?
We would, both of us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I did want to speak to you just briefly. I realize, you have a bit of competition with the Oasis. I know a little bit of a different vibe for each one. However, love what you're doing here. And with business picking up, I think there might be an opportunity to spruce it up a little bit.
Oh, well, if you are willing to impart your expertise to me, I will be most happy to accept.
Wonderful. Ah, I am so happy. Good. Yes. Boris, what flavor would you like?
Do you have anything that is, I'm not feeling the kind of strung out vibe at the moment. I was thinking more of a excited to be alive kind of vibe.
Can't say we have that in at the moment, I'm afraid. Most of the feelings in this place is kind of melancholic. And a little bit depressed, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe you do need a bit of a spruce up then.
maybe if we spruce it up, improve the living conditions, I might be able to squeeze out some excited to be alive.
More
Wonderful.
flavors means happier customers. So, I mean,
One day we'll be like Baskin Robbins.
huh. I haven't had ice cream in a long time. Yes, your finest, then.
Of course.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Sorry, sidetrack. Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush would be a nice flavor.
All right. Let me go prepare that.
No,
Sorry.
it's for next time. Don't worry. We're
of course,
in kind
of
of a
course.
rush. So yeah, melancholic will be fine, I guess. Whatever that means.
Through you go.
Yep. I pick the most alive looking one.
Yeah, they're all kind of like subdued and just in their own little rooms.
Yeah, we do need to make this more of like a free range, With the vegan movement being so, prevalent. I mean, we could have so many good flavors. Mm-hmm.
And I think
I'll-
you
Oh,
know
go
the finest flavors would definitely bring in some big clients. We could find people like that. How does that sound,
But-
Gimlet?
Having
Sure.
having good range of melancholic is also great.
Just stuff.
Oh, and I just picked this up from the storage if you'd like to take it in with you.
What is it?
It's a tube of icing, like one of those squeeze tubes of icing.
Oh, I immediately take it. Yes. Thank you. Oh, does it look like still good?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. Oh, you really are something, Gimlet. I appreciate you.
I do what I can.
All right. Well, Boris, please.
Why, thank you.
And I'll pick the next most alive-looking one.
Okay. Would you like to give them the icing to consume?
Oh, I'll like put a line on wherever I'm gonna bite them.
Oh, okay. That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like
because you could eat food. Yeah, it's just like
Yep.
you're icing your food.
yeah. I mean, it's just
Call this one Cupcake.
Oh god.
like put a little tattoo of a cupcake on them. Be like, ah, yes, my personal supply.
My favorite cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You may take your hunger down to 1.
Okay.
If you want to revisit this place in the next few days to a week, the supply will start to go down, and it will also affect Gimlet's business. So the amount you use this place does, and because you haven't used it that much, it's been good business for him so far.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. We could also, bring people, but
You can
that's for
also,
later.
yeah, in terms of like bargaining and stuff, you can always bring people here and give them a freebie for freebie, and just as long as you don't teach them bad habits, like a lot doing a line of icing off someone's neck.
Bad habits? What do you mean? I like sugary meals. Is fine.
Sure. Like next time you come back, Gimlet's gonna have like sprinkles and nuts
Oh.
and stuff.
Oh my god, Gimlet's is gonna be turning into actual Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
This is gonna be amazing. It's like just the confectionery. Fuck.
Oh,
But yes, you could take your hunger down to 1, so you have and
excellent.
especially for you, Cassie. I believe Tess, you just take.
I only had 2.
Yeah, so you just take 1 off. Cassius,
Yep.
you take 2. It's actually not that load. Like not a huge burden on Gimlets, but
Wonderful.
Yeah. Before I go, Gimlet,
yes.
you've not been having any troubles with anyone? Everyone
No.
behaving?
Since you put the stamp on the place, I have a go-to ward for anyone interested in causing trouble. We did
Excellent.
have one fella a little bit before. We had one fella from Gorban, another one from the front, being interested in putting their stamp on the place. But part of the reason I joined up with you so easily. And he's looking at
Yeah.
Tess when he says that because
Yeah, I know.
Well, we're always happy to work with small business owners, making them a little bit more profitable.
I appreciate it. And if I get anything juicy in terms of information, I'll pass it along.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you need, just to make sure that your business is still running properly?
Couple more people wouldn't be terrible. It's just myself and my taste testers, so.
A couple more employees, maybe a couple more.
Would you
Seeds?
mind if I ask Celine for a little hand with that? She can go pick up a couple of people.
Let me do it. I'll
Of
go ahead
course.
and ask her. I'm not really sure where she stands. Has she popped in here? In fact,
Yes. Herself
Oh.
and the big man have come in a few times.
good. You know what? Go ahead.
Appreciate
Perfect.
it.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, that would work really, really well. And we'll see if we can get some clothes, maybe something like nicer beds or something to make sure that
The
we
rooms could
lighten
be
up.
done up a little bit, yes.
Yeah, clean it up a little. Perfect. Well, thank you. You might be getting some people from the encroaching wilds, or rather just the wilds. They have been allowed passage, and they are allowed to come by here as well. But feel free to charge them a little information or whatnot.
Of course.
Good. All right. Let us away.
Have a nice evening, Miss Tess. Mr. Boris.
And you.
It'll be lovely to see you again.
I really hope we meet again, yeah.
Of course.
Pleasure to meet you.
And yourself.
Wow, Boris.
Just
gonna come
thinking
up
of
with different
stupid
names?
names.
I mean, fine. All right.
You know,
Well,
after we've left, I'm just like, I'm going to pick a different one each time we go there, right?
Oh, please do. It is so entertaining. Oh, man. And
I
yes,
can-
keep asking him questions because I hardly think he'll remember anything you ask
Yeah,
him.
he won't remember anything you ask him. It depends. If you're by yourself, you think probably the entire meeting will be gone. Whereas if you're with Tess or someone else that
Yeah,
he
because
knows,
last time they were like, "Oh,
It-
Chrys told us."
it transfers over to the
Yeah.
person. So
Okay.
It's not nice, but I'm starting to see the advantages.
I think it is an excellent business opportunity.
I've already thought of a few ways I could use it. It might piss off a few people if they ever found out, though. Let's just hope they won't.
Well, enlighten me as we drive off.
okay, where are you heading?
I think we're going to Talia's.
Mm-hmm.
As I pass by Lamia's and just
I mean, you know, you can do it separately. So you head to, one of you can head to Calig to meet, one of you can head to Lamia to meet. It's up to you
yeah,
guys.
true.
Like,
We can actually split up.
yeah, it depends what you want to do. Whether you want to split up, and at this point, I would say that you're fairly aware that the really dangerous part where there's like roaming bands is not so much prevalent, especially in the territories. And with yourselves established as a territory where you can go, we are Memorii.
Memoria.
Memoria. I'll get there one day.
Manatee.
Just keep telling me.
Anemone.
Phenomenon. Yeah, you are now established, and people have heard of you the same way as you've heard of these territories. So if you come forward presenting yourself as from the territory, they should know your names to a certain extent, or have heard of the territory. So it won't be as bad as, you know, like wandering in and being like, oh, you're on our territory, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, then how about, yeah. Are you planning on going to see Talia? Or, I mean, I'm happy to just go see Calig and...
Honestly, it's mostly only because I've met her once already.
Well-
If you're happy to go see Calig, that makes it slightly less awkward because obviously they're at war. We can't.
Yeah.
They can't cry that we've given either preferential treatment. But yeah, we're just offering them a seat at the table and whatever we need to do to get them to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why don't we do that? I'll drop you off over at Talia's. And
Quick question before we do that then.
Hmm?
Are we telling Calig that Talia will be there and vice versa?
I think we should. And strictly because it will be a like a no man's land, a kind of ceasefired area.
I imagine one
And-
of them might try something, but we'll get a gauge of that eventually.
Well, I suppose we could just use Clay Frazier then.
Yeah. Oh, what a great idea. He'll really calm things down.
Right? Ugh. Yeah. I think we should say it just for the sake of transparency, because if they show up and they are not told, or they
They're
are
gonna be
told the
pissed.
opposite,
They might just leave.
We're-
Yeah.
well, they might just leave or they might make us the target.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good idea. I was thinking of making it an opportunity for them to meet in a neutral place and possibly sway the other people in the city to whatever opinion they have. They've clearly got some differences, even though they're both foreign true. I can't see what possible differences they might have, but we'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Yes. Good idea.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
So,
Good luck.
there is a spot, a parking spot on the corner between Calig and Talia's territory, quite close to the Oasis.
Like right over here.
Yeah, it's just a little bit down that road. It's almost the Oasis's parking area, basically.
So literally in the middle of all three of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe if we have time after, we could go visit the Oasis. For no reason at all.
I think you're gonna have to do a better job of convincing me than that.
Okay, well, I did want to see if we could set up the car that I did as a centerpiece for, the meeting. I left that message yesterday.
You probably have pictures of the car on your phone, just FYI.
Oh, yeah, I'll be like, it's a little embarrassing, but I was clearly inspired by the moment, and so I'll show him the pictures.
And you remember the details of the artwork?
It is a picture of
a gravestone.
Is it a gravestone or is it a wolf?
It's a gravestone on the front, with like a big imposing kind of gothic feel to it, with the backdrop of like a dusty desert, a lone road desert at night, and then on the sides there is a head getting shaved, a female head getting shaved with with a wolf teeth doing the shaving. So the clippers is like a wolf. And then on the other side is a kind of slender hand going down the back neck of a wolf and like kicking up sparks and fire.
There's a lot going on there, but I like the vibe.
I was clearly inspired at the moment.
You're really good at that.
Oh, and
Well,
the
thanks.
car is a Rolls Royce convertible, like very posh, very impressive.
That's very cool.
It's,
Okay,
not my
mission
first
time.
work. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, good luck. I'll have my phone on me. Make sure your
Same.
phone's on vibrate, not on loud.
Yep.
And if you
I
need
I
anything,
double check.
Yep. You both want to put your phones on silent?
Yeah.
yeah, my phone's like always on vibrate.
Sorry.
Okay. It's on silent, but I can still hear. Oh God, fucking this quarantine is driving
Let's
everyone
go
crazy.
meet
Oh,
some
God.
people.
Like it would be
All right.
it'd be fine if anyone else said it. It was Tess who said it, so it's just like
Well.
You
Tess.
literally just talking about Lamia and like going to see Lamia as
Oh,
well.
you know what? I mean,
It's not my fault. Who are we following first?
Toss
for
a
it.
coin.
Okay, I've got a cap. Cap up or cap down?
Down.
Down. Who said down?
I did, so
Okay.
I'll go first. Okay.
All right. So, we'll go through the initial. We've done enough initial meetings with minions at this point.
Mhm.
So you run into someone who stops you as you get into the territory of Calig, and the initial kind of I'm from Memoriam, Memories, Memoriae.
Tess Aquila of Memoriae.
There we go.
A.
And he just got quick introductions, and he says that he'll take you to meet Calig. Calig's been wanting to. There's kind of formality where it's Calig's been wanting to meet your group and been looking forward to it. He just hasn't had the time. He hasn't been able to get out there or send anyone over out there.
Mm-hmm.
The person that you meet is called Lucius Lobo.
Lucius Lobo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very very imposing, very serious looking, shaved head, dark skin. Looks like a bouncer maybe or something along those lines.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
Bouncer, huh?
he takes you to the what's the name of your bar?
The Swift's bar.
He takes you to Swift's bar, out of which music is coming.
Hi.
So, you are led in. you see Swiss Bar hasn't changed too much, but it does seem like they have an actual proper like VIP section, which has been kind of made out of where you were before, where Chrys went has been kind of like the two rooms, the wall in between has been knocked through to make it bigger. And now there's like proper nice furniture in there, and it's a bit more soundproofed. So you hear like a little bit of music coming through, but also, you know, it's not it kind of that type of thing. And you get taken straight past bouncers. All of the people working there are different. Like the people behind the bar, you don't recognize them. You do, however, see. And this is going to be a real flashback, and I may need help from the notes because I can't remember names off the top of my head.
Jess and Jackson.
The two?
You see Jess and Jackson dancing with each other on the dance floor. They seem very close, and I'm going to say as you're a Toreador, you can tell that they are possibly together or something, like, you know.
Wow. I'll just look and, like, if they happen, actually, I'm gonna turn awe on too, by the way.
Oh, yep.
Because I had to make sure that is kind of good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if they kind of look over, I'll just kind of like give them a little wave or a nod, just like a happy you guys are together kind of thing.
Well, you kind of, they're like on the dance floor section, like on the other side of the room. So as you come through, you have awe on, but they are kind of like close-up dancing, very like handsy, very kind of, you know, hot and heavy. So they don't actually look up at you, and you get taken to the like, I'm not gonna call it VIP section, to like private section, and let in. And what you see there is just a man in a kind of like white suit sitting at a desk with like a PC on it and notes and pen and paper and etc. And he looks up and says, yes, yes, I was hoping that someone from your group would be coming soon. Sorry, I am, and he stands up and like kind of does like a vague like bow, you know, just kind of hand over chest and then down. I am Calig.
Tess Aquila, and I'll like put out my hand.
Yeah, he reaches out, takes your hand. It's not really like a shake, it's more of like a take your hand gently
like
and then put the other one over top of it and kind of, you know. Please, come and sit. We can have a talk. And then he turns around, goes to his chair, sits down.
I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I like the rhythm of the beats. It helps my mind focus.
Mine too. These actually used to be my old stomping grounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before everything happened, this was definitely a favorite place of mine.
Well,
Actually, and I just kind of point over towards Jess and Jackson and just be like, those two actually were old feeds.
Well, I hope my occupation of this place has not put you out or started off us off on the wrong foot.
No, not at all. In fact, I think it would have started us off on the right foot, considering you've treated this place very well, and I have a lot of respect for it.
I have tried to treat it with a little bit of respect. I have changed the manager, I have changed the people who work here, but I have not been overly murderous about it.
That's good. That's very good.
And he picks up like this tumbler that's on the desk and just like moves it very slightly and then puts it back down.
Very particular. So,
Yes.
I suppose it's no secret that you and Talia are not friends.
We were before everything broke. Unfortunately, when there is more power up for grabs, friendships fall apart, differences are aired, and friction happens. However, I have no interest in destroying Talia.
Simply maintaining your area, I suppose.
Yes. I have no designs on citywide domination or world domination or any of these ludicrous things she claims.
And what do you want?
Peace and stability for all is what I desire.
And so, are your borders just open then?
No. As with everyone else, defense is key right now. We hold on to what we have, and maybe occasionally we look towards expansion.
It's good. Good way to look at it. I suppose I have to ask too then, you're quite okay on feed?
Yes, we suffice.
Wonderful. Well, I'm not really sure if you've spoken with Talia much in the last little while, or if you've met with the other members of various groups.
There has been a difficulty in communication. I have refused to meet Gorban because of what happened when I agreed to meet Talia. I don't know what happened during that meeting, but tempers were raised.
I have to ask, was a man named Clay Frazier at that meeting?
I do not believe so.
Well, we're putting together a small meeting of various people across the city. Talia included, if she agrees. And possibly Gorban. Now, this would be a no man's land, safe meeting where everyone would be able to speak freely. And at the door, we agree that there are no fights indoors.
Grievances aired, peace worked out, perhaps a status quo. I have been in contact with Kale, and he is very keen to establish and maintain a status quo.
And we're here to help him with that. He's tasked us with getting everyone together, and we are planning on having that meeting. So, what better way to do that than all together in a place where we can all be equals?
I'm not sure I completely am on board with the equals for everyone. Some of the factions, some of the territories are small and weak.
That is true. I suppose the way I look at it, they deserve a chance to prove themselves, even as small and weak, before being taken over. It might be a good way for you to look around and see what's on the table and what might be best to expand for you.
You make a good point. Incidentally, the set standard for the meeting is one representative, one bodyguard for each territory.
I'll
So
relay that as well.
that will be relayed. And the other piece of like main agenda is the making of Oasis as similar to an Elysium, but it's basically a place of no violence, no powers, and like a inverted commas free feeding ground.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that everyone would have to get together and agree with, and it's that's the general agenda for the meeting, is start getting an agreement down for all of everyone. You know, minor power struggles may happen, but it'll generally just be like we all agree not to break Masquerade, we all agree to, you know, keep things under wraps, etc., etc. An agreement of not peace, but just not outward aggression and fire in the streets and burning down of buildings, etc.
Yeah.
So when presented with all of that, Calig will say, I am interested in burying the hatchet with Talia. I cannot step down, and it has been difficult for us to meet and to work anything out. I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I do have to ask, seeing as this is a favor, we do require a little bit of information, and as you said, there are those that are weaker that probably could use a bit more guidance. Do you know much about the front or about the old guard?
I have not come across them myself. I have heard very vague things from Carrion. But seeing as they are not within my immediate area of concern, I have not wasted my resources on finding anything out about them. The old guard seem acceptable. I'm not sure about the front. I will allow them at the meeting, but after that, we will see.
We're of the same opinion. Not entirely sure what they're made of yet, but and north of here, I know in Hunter's Walk there's you and Talia, but is there anything more that we should know?
The aforementioned Clay Frazier resides here somewhere. I have limited dealings with him.
In your territory?
No, somewhere near. I have not been able to find out where, though I have committed some resources to finding out.
We would be grateful if once you do find out, we are told. We have limited dealings with him as well. But it's always best to know where someone so known is residing.
He is a useful resource.
And I suppose you don't have much of an idea of where or how this all came about?
We have been looking into it, but my efforts have been in maintaining the kind's ignorance of us. I have had to dedicate an unfortunate amount of resources to covering up some killings, and other instances which could have been leaked to papers and news stations.
And these instances have been created by whom?
They are no longer a problem. We have been hunting down any lone kindred that have been causing problems in the city.
You don't happen to have names of them? The lone kindred?
We did not stop to ask.
We're searching for one named Saturday.
Yes,
a name
the young ward of Winona.
Very same.
Incidentally, I was grieved to hear of his passing. His presence would have helped us greatly in these difficult times.
We
have not
you are very
seen
sad.
anything of Saturday.
Please keep an eye out for him. We worry, actually, and we would love to bring him home, or at the very least know that he's safe.
Should I take it that he is affiliated with your group, or is it more of a camaraderie interest?
If I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure. He disappeared after Winono's passing, and we want to find out what happened. And we want to make sure that he's safe, considering that he was his ward. I worry that perhaps he might be searching for whoever did this himself. And, we want to make sure that he's not going to be meeting a similar fate as when he did.
Of course.
Good. Well, do you still... And when I look around, like, is this still kind of like my preferred feeding people?
It looks a little classier.
Hmm.
Like, it's not quite so niche. Just like small decorations, just small, small color choices and etc. Looks a bit more classy, a bit more upper class, and a bit less like niche indie. So it's I wouldn't say, I'd say because Calig is legitimate, it doesn't feel posery, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
But it is different from your preferred kind of racing style indie. And the clientele does reflect that a little bit. Like they're a bit, things have changed.
Well, I suppose for now we should be all right. I would like to request, at least for us in Memorie, free passage within your borders, considering we will be mostly helping you make sure that the peace will be maintained and getting you to this meeting. I suppose we can reevaluate after the meeting, but for the time being.
I feel that seeing as my presence is much required for said meeting to take place, we will discuss these things at the meeting. Separate agreements should not be made until we have had our group agreement in place.
Good. Well, fair
Hopefully
enough.
you find that acceptable.
That's fine by me.
Nina.
One more thing with Gorbin. So you haven't met with him?
There were initial outreach attempts from both of us, but once the friction with Talia started, I decided to limit my excursions until the problem was solved one way or the other.
Alright. Well, I suppose you'll be able to have an opportunity to speak with Gorbin then at this meeting. Hopefully we can come to an agreement of some kind that benefits everyone.
Indeed. Well, Miss Aquila, I appreciate your visit. It has been very nice. Most of my followers are thugs and brutes. It is nice to have a cultured meeting and discussion for once. And just FYI, you can probably pick up a small hint of, like, not threat, but just kind of flexing almost, where it's like, it's not a threat, it's a hint of a threat, kind of, like, I employ a lot of thugs and brutes and etc.
Yeah, I'll just be like, nothing wrong with having a bit of muscle around.
Indeed.
Good. Well,
Oh,
I suppose...
one request from myself to you. Could you send my love to Celine and Kaba? It has been a while since I saw them.
Oh, I suppose I can. I didn't realize you were friends.
Old friends.
Did you work with Winnie then?
Unfortunately for myself, I did not.
Did you, I suppose, follow his practices?
I was engaged in other activities. Similar but different. Now, I must get back to work. And I look forward to the meeting and whatever it may produce.
Of course. As do I.
And he like picks up this like perfectly stacked pile of papers, like shuffles it like that and puts it back and just
Good. And I will get up and do a quick look around real quick.
Yep.
Is there anything like other than Jess and Jackson? Like, I'm trying to see if there's anything that's like everything is very meticulous, right? I'm guessing in this
the
place?
office, yes,
Oh, in the
not as
office,
much
okay.
in like outside into the bar. Things that drunk people and etc. Like dancing, partying, having fun.
Yeah.
It is a very stark contrast. Like when you came in, and if you have a look around his office during the meeting, etc. Everything is like almost to the right angle and to the straight line, like perfectly and set and.
Yeah, if I go out in there into the bar, I just want to take a look and see if there's anyone kind of keeping an eye on me in particular.
Roll me a charisma and let's have a little look here. Probably performance in this instance.
Okay. I don't have anything in performance. That's so.
Might be something to consider.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, the bartender looks up. Both of the bartenders look up. A couple of people at the bar, give you a once over. But the people who are more involved with themselves or someone else, dancing, talking, etc. They carry on.
I'm mostly looking for bouncers or people like hanging like wallflowers a little bit. People who might be employed by Calig.
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Definitely, like the bouncers don't pay you any mind, and the bar staff, like you can assume that they work for Calig.
Yeah.
But, they look up at you as you come out of the office and kind of give you like either vaguely nervous smiles or like and then they go back to work.
Oh, I'm so tempted to go and see Jess and Jackson, but
if you'd have rolled higher on your performance, they would have noticed you. But
yeah, no, I don't even think I could have rolled higher because that's actually.
Yep. You should have had one extra dice, but
okay.
Again, they're pretty involved with themselves, so even with that, it would have been.
Okay.
I think you should have had 2 extra dice, maybe, for the attractiveness.
Because awe.
And the awe.
Do you want me? Can I just roll an extra 2d10?
Okay. Let's just go through it. So awe adds your presence, and you have hot as balls, which adds two more dice. So I think that would be 4 dice extra.
4 dice extra.
Yeah, you have 2 dots in
Presence
presence.
plus. Oh right,
So
yes.
it'd be
Okay.
the 2 dots of presence, 2 dice, and then the attractiveness, also known as hot as balls, apparently.
Okay, well that's an extra 2 then.
That's an extra 2.
Yeah.
So that'd be 5. Honestly, yeah,
Probably not.
they're not quite. There's probably like they get vaguely they don't know you're there, but they kind of like they seem a bit vaguely distracted from the ridiculous dancing and just grinding on each other that they're doing. But
Cool. Okay. I will leave. And yeah, I suppose I'll go back to the car and just kind of wait.
you can maybe head into Lamia's. Head to
I could-
Lamia's.
Yeah, or head towards the oasis.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll pick it back up when Lamia's when Cassius heads to Lamia's as well. So. Cassius. You are heading to Talia's. Very similar thing. You get picked up by a. Oh, give me a second. So just to reiterate for people taking notes, etc., Lucius Lobo was the name of the bouncer-looking dude who picked
I
up.
got it.
Okay. Just making sure. And you are. Yeah. Okay. You are picked up by Caleb Von.
Me?
Basically, he stops you and says,
I get like a Miss Talia would like to meet you kind of open the car door situation.
it's probably a bit more like Miss Talia would like to meet you. Very, very, again, big guy. Once you guys have got together and started chatting about your meetings, you'll be like, wow, they both have a lot of burly dudes who are like looking for a fight, kind of thing. So you are taken to a warehouse on the kind of close to the edge of town, going east from the main road, and then just up like a little side bit, and then this kind of open area. Looks a bit like the warehouse that you first met Clay in. It's one of those type of yard with a big warehouse, and taken into kind of like there's a big kind of like area of loads of boxes and people in there working, like pulling out like crates of like cartons of cigarettes and booze and etc.
Okay.
And then like taken through there to like this kind of walkway that goes up, kind of one of those metal like stairs go up onto a walkway, and then there's an office, and you get taken in to the office, and you see the girl that you met at the theater, who she has like a severe bun, just ponytail into a bun.
Like a Victorian house mom kind of.
Yeah. Similar clothes to what she was wearing before. She doesn't have like the suit jacket on. She just has the kind of office skirt and kind of white blouse, and glasses. And she looks up, and kind of like a very, very, very slight, very crooked little lip quirk. I'm not going to call it a smile.
Hello again.
Hello.
I would feel silly introducing myself, so let's just say I've been looking for you, Talia.
Of course.
How do you prefer to be known?
Talia's acceptable. Let me introduce myself properly. I am Talia Medici.
Medici.
Like, holds out
Cassius
her hand in
Banks.
kind of like a,
I take it and I think about kissing it, but I don't.
Yeah, just kind of like a, yeah,
Mm. You make the little sound and stick out your pinky.
Yeah.
Miss Medici, I have come here specifically to offer you something that I hope you will be interested in. But on a personal note, it was good to see someone that is interested in something with a little more class.
I agree. It is difficult to meet people who even watch films or read a book, very much less the go and see a play or anything else like that.
Well, perhaps we can find some time to talk about any interests we might share in that, because I normally try and read as many books as I can, just absorb them.
Agreed. It would be nice.
Out of interest, question just sort of popped into my head. Would you be interested in expanding the cultural horizons of Weirgate?
In theory, yes, I would. But currently, my focus is somewhere else.
I can imagine. You are taken up with looks to boxes and
Kind of gestures outside to the... Because it's like, you know, kind of in an office, so boxes outside, etc. Yeah.
But also, I've heard through the grapevine that you're at odds with Calig.
Yes. There has been much said between us, and many disagreements.
That's unfortunate.
For the record, we do not eat vampires here.
Who spread that rumor?
Take a guess.
Well, honestly, it did reach my ears. I was interested to know whether someone would try it on me, but I had doubts. The power of a rumor is significant. Misinformation gets all over the place before the truth finds there. So yeah, I heard about that. But it's not what I'm here for. My offer is a meeting between the most powerful and influential factions, first and foremost, in the city, to lay down some basic rules of civil discourse and, if not peace, then the smooth operation of the city and Masquerade.
Yes, it has been on my mind that without the structure of the Camarilla, eventually we will run into problems. It is why I have been dedicating most of my resources to control of information from the newspapers and police, to make sure that incidents do not get out.
Of course. That sounds incredibly stressful, but necessary, so thank you. I think expecting a little more resistance, but it's good to know you're open to talking. To be clear, there will be invitations sent to Gorban and Calig and possibly other members. I represent Memoriae, so we expect to have a seat at the table as well.
I think it is important for everyone to get together, with no structure on either side. And to a certain extent, it does not matter who you were affiliated with before. So...
Yes. The Second Inquisition doesn't much care for sides.
True. I have not seen any indication of their presence in the city, but it is not my area.
No, I haven't heard anything either, which is either a very good thing or a very bad thing.
Yes.
Right. So I relay the details of what the meeting is for.
Yeah.
And can I expect your attendance?
I will attend. I cannot promise I will be agreeable. It will depend how the talks with especially Khaled goes. I am still not happy that he slandered me, so...
Oh, can I ask what he said?
He was the one who spread all the rumors that we were
Oh, I thought it might
consuming
be
Kindred and
Ah.
that.
Yes,
He said that
I
I
understand
was
how that might be offensive, yes.
an expansionist and a criminal and etc.
Of course.
And like
It's-
there's like a crash from outside as like a,
Yeah, I'm
you know, like,
thinking
bottles
pot,
of booze
kettle,
and, yeah.
like, but Cass doesn't know what Calig's into, so,
yeah.
Excellent. Is there anything that you need done? Just that little detail aside, Memoria has certain resources and we're looking to make contacts in the city. So I was wondering if there was anything you needed that we could provide.
She
Food,
she
information.
leans forward and takes her glasses off, and like kind of like just a little kind of like her presence goes towards you, if you know what I mean, like a bit more aware of her, and she says, how about we go and watch a show?
Same place as before?
Same place as before, different play maybe.
I am having difficulty imagining that place has the capacity for more than one player at a time, but yeah.
Well, after the meeting, we can discuss what we can do for each other.
That sounds ideal.
I'll see
Thank
to
you.
it that an appropriate play is being put on for us.
Do you have many friends down there? Obviously, you're a patron of theirs.
I'm a patron, I do not know anyone down there. But I have an influence, so... A little donation, a little suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly we're watching a tragedy unfold.
On the stage, I assume. But yes, thank you. Unless there's anything else, we're looking to establish a much easier method of communication. So once we have that set up, I will let you know exactly how to find us. But until then, please be in contact.
Of course.
Actually, would love to go and see a show with you.
I look forward to it.
He does the bow and
Yeah.
and does the hand grabbing and stands up and starts to look around at what on his way out, I guess the cronies, what they are up to. Like, aside from moving crates, are they literally just there as packages, or are they dealing, or are they...
They're moving, storing, like trucks come in, get offloaded, other trucks come in, get loaded on, go out. Seems to be like a hub.
That, and I'm assuming this isn't just a Amazon delivery center.
No, there's like guards on the door and like
Yeah.
everyone's a little dodgy looking. I don't even need you to make a like streetwise roll. It's very clear that
The
this
dodgy
is not above
AF.
board.
Right. Oh my god. Huh. Okay. Yeah.
And as you lead, she says, "Adieu, Mr. Banks."
Adieu. Can I insight her interest in actually going to see a show with me?
Sure.
Where is my thing? Wits insight?
It's inside.
God damn it! Why do I always pick to do this small dice rolls? 1 success.
Seems pretty interested to go and have a date with you. Did that
Good.
occur to Cass that he just agreed to have a date with Talia?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, she seems legitimate.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
Did that go how you were expecting?
Nope. Very on edge right now. Let's move on.
Yep. Deary me. Okay, so you head to the Oasis, I assume. Cassius.
If that's where we agreed to meet, but he ain't going inside
Okay.
unless he's with Tess.
Okay. Tess will probably. You'll probably get there first, so you'll have to, because your meeting was a bit more succinct. So you'll probably have to hang out the front a little bit before you head. Before Tess shows up. So what should we? You know what? Probably this one. So, Tess, you show up at the front of the Oasis.
I guess I'll just
Cassius
look at it
is
first.
Cassius is standing there. He looks like he's been waiting for a little bit, but he hasn't gone inside.
How did your meeting go?
I don't know if there's such a thing as too smoothly. But it may just be the city that's making me paranoid.
What did
Talia
you
will
sleep with
go.
her or something?
Hmm?
What did you sleep with her or something?
I mean, we talked and she said yes to going to the thing. So
Mm-hmm. Well, Calig is going to be going as well.
yeah. It kind of makes sense how Talia appears to have cornered a rather large piece of Weirgate. She is basically a mobster.
Well, that would make a lot of sense, seeing as she's been pushing in on Calig a bit.
Has she?
Wow.
Well, she might have reason to, because she's kind of pissed off that she had a rumor spread about her. She eats people?
Yeah, eating vampires, isn't that what she does?
According to her, no. I don't know how true that is. But if she's as... how do I put this? Rod up her ass venture as I imagine she is from the couple of meetings I've had with her, then it's probably quite an insult.
Tess.
Camarilla through and through.
Calig did also mention that people, and I'm pretty sure he's mentioned Talia, were saying that he is an expansionist and looking to take
Oh
over
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
city.
That's the next part I was going to bring up anyway.
Just yeah, checking.
Huh. Oh, funny enough, Calig has had rumors spread about him too, that he's an expansionist and whatnot.
It sounds likely. I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't put it past either of them. Fortunately, it seems that Talia's been fighting back on that front. It's not too happy, but
Just a piece of information for both of you. Their growth was basically stopped by them fighting each other. Like the tension, like they've been on the defensive since they started going at each other.
Yeah, they seem to be distracted by each other.
Yeah. So,
But
like, both of them were expanding quite heavily and then stopped.
but meanwhile, she says she's been taking the rest of her time to cover up Masquerade breaches, which is very kind. Through the
Interesting.
through
Through the papers, maybe?
Yeah. Why?
Because Calig said the same thing.
Did we get? We just played. What happened?
I don't know. But Calig apparently has been covering up a whole bunch of Masquerade murders and whatnot before they get to the papers. So, either someone's playing them.
Or one of them was a fucking liar. Right. Okay.
Calig is a very particular type.
Very.
And he's holed up in Swift's bar and he's changed it. No longer my niche. Not really.
Would you like to
Too
go inside?
heartbroken.
Would you like to go inside?
On
Into the Oasis.
Oh, into the Oasis? Oh, in a second, like after we have the conversation.
Okay.
I don't. Seems like there's a little bit of lying going around. Not surprising. So
Honestly, it's probably for the best that they're both at each other's throats, because then they're not at ours. If they were
Yeah.
together, they probably would have made it all the way back to Flintbridge by now. But that's fine.
Calig seems to be very preoccupied with his own little area, but he did mention that he wanted to either take over or squash some of the smaller, weaker ones. So maybe being an expansionist isn't so far off the group.
I was distracted and I kind of forgot to ask her what her plans are, but she's down for another meeting, so it's not.
Don't tell me you pulled a Mac.
I don't know what that means.
Is she pretty?
Yeah.
Was she pretty enough that you couldn't stop looking at her?
No.
Oh. Then you didn't pull a Mac. You just forgot.
Well, next time I will. Why the fuck are we here?
Oh, I figured we could go in and relay our information that we have 2 new invites.
And for the sake of brevity, you will have had a text message at some point detailing the details of what happened with Corbin, so you can relay that to Lamia, and
Okay.
this means
I have to ask. Are you pulling a Mac here? Are we telling Lamia everything for free
No.
because you think she's hot?
Okay, the fact that she's hot is a simple fact. I mean, it's not really, going to influence the way that I act.
Mm-hmm.
I am very good. First of all, I am not the one who was awed out on her.
I hadn't a chance in that. No decisions were made by me. That was pure manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I just don't want to hand something quite as important as an equivalent of a Keeper of Elysium key to a woman who I don't know what she wants.
Well, then why don't we get
And
a
is
little
in direct
closer?
competition with someone who works for us.
Yes, but she's a neutral ground.
Neutral
And
is fucking bullshit. She is not neutral.
just like Clay's not neutral, right? They have their own interests in mind.
Okay, you got me there. Right, let's just go.
So you go into the club. You are met by a bouncer who recognizes both of you. You're both on the list to just be let in whenever. You walk in, and one of the kind of, call him like the maitre d', you know, like a wandering waiter, as it were, greets you and says, are you here to see Miss Lamia?
We are?
Apologies, she is in a meeting for the moment. I am led to understand it will not take too long. So if you would like to have a seat, I'm sure as soon as she is done, she will be ready to receive you.
Yes, please. And whatever your special is today.
Of course.
So annoyed with you.
The special is a very the special is like a very fruity, cocktaily kind of like it's in one of those like long coned
Fluted.
glasses with the and it's
like a martini?
Yeah, except for like larger. It's you know, it's like a good saucer size, you know. And it's called the Jilted Lover.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
There you go, miss.
Thank you.
I would ask if you wanna like see if you can figure out what's going on in the meeting, but with the music, enhanced senses won't help, and
No.
there's no like
I was-
visual inside, so
I was just gonna like sit back and just sip, but also tell Cassius about, you know, the fact that the slight threat that was made, threat.
yeah, the kind of like flex.
You know. Yeah, the fact that he is so like meticulously particular about everything, and basically just describing
Like your impressions of him and
Yeah.
that type of thing.
yeah.
And I assume, Cassius, you want to do the same with Talia?
Yeah, filling her in
leaving out
exactly what
perhaps
happened.
the date,
I mentioned that I'm meeting her again, yes.
Okay. But not the particulars of it.
Oh. Like separately from the meeting or
After the main meeting, yes.
Oh. Interesting. What, to just talk about, you know,
It's
orders and such?
probably.
And the door, after you've done this, it takes, you know, maybe like 10 minutes of conversation, etc. The door to the office opens up, and out steps someone, starts walking down the thing. I assume your position
Want
so
to
you can...
study their face, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figuring out who that is.
Yeah, you recognize him. He's got like a slightly self-satisfied smile. It's Clay.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it before you even started saying self-satisfied smile.
Yeah.
Because I could see you in your cute little face.
And he
So excited.
he notices you.
I do not look at him. I am sipping my drink.
I thought you
I
were.
don't break
thought
eye
you-
contact with him.
I thought you were studying him.
Well, once I
intently.
recognize his face, then I'm gonna like look away.
Yeah, I don't break eye contact with him.
Okay. He smiles and like puts his hand up, walks over towards you. Beautiful evening.
Yes. Goodbye.
Oh, very well. Do give my regards to Lamia.
Couldn't you have done that yourself?
Oh,
It's
I
a bit
did.
late now.
Lovely woman.
Okay.
Fairest maiden in
feel-
all the land.
Yes. What do you really think of her?
I like her. She's a good mate.
Good to have friends, I suppose. Must be hard to come by for you.
Not really.
No?
I'm always in demand.
I can imagine. You feed here?
No, I wouldn't impose on the lady like that. Just unfinished business that we needed to discuss.
Ah, unfinished, eh?
to be finished.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad your business is booming.
I've heard you've been doing decently yourselves. I can't wait to meet you here in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be a fun shindig.
Just like tapping on the edge of the glass.
It's not difficult to have invites revoked, just so you know. So, for the next few weeks, if I don't hear that you've been on your best behavior.
Of course, you know me, always on my best behavior.
A likely story. Of course. Okay, well, unless there's anything you want from us.
No. Just saying hello to some friendly faces. It's always lovely to see you both.
Yeah.
Well, I see you are.
No, hang on. I'm going to incite that lovely to see you.
Okay.
I am quite honestly interested in his opinion.
Sure.
2 successes.
Seems pretty on the level. His smile seems genuine. His body language is relaxed.
Weird. Anyway, have a good evening.
Yourselves as well. And he and walks out the front door. The bouncer opens the door for him respectfully, and yeah, he wanders off. Miss Lamia, we'll see you now. If you'd like to follow me.
Wonderful. I'll take my drink and go up there, I guess.
Okay. And you ushered into Lamia's office. Darlings, it is so wonderful to see you both again, both together again. How wonderful. Please, come, sit.
I'll sit.
One moment.
My O's been on the whole time, right?
But you can turn it on again when you.
Oh, okay.
It's for the scene, so you would have kind
Yeah.
of clicked it off as you're walking through the. But you can be like, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense that you'd have it on. Currently, so.
Yeah.
Is that correct? No. You seem tense. Do you need to relax? And is looking at Tess currently.
Yeah, I really do.
Of course. Do either of you need a drink? And she gets up and slides over behind you, and her hands come down onto your shoulders, and she just starts just running her hands into your shoulders, into the muscles, and yeah.
Well, I still have my drink, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, we actually just well, I don't think Cass would be able to stomach too much.
No. I think you're right.
Okay.
Good evening, Lamia.
Good evening, Cassius.
I have some good news for you.
I love good news.
Yes. We've made progress towards the little meeting. I have a couple of questions I was hoping you'd be able to answer. I am unclear on how it came to be that this establishment was the one proposed to Kale for the neutral meeting ground.
Oh, of course. And as she's talking now, her hands move up your neck to your your scalp and start giving you a proper scalp massage.
I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at the same time. Ah, yes. The good life.
Yeah. Well, I refused to ally myself with any of them, of course.
Mhm.
And I am, aside from the ones over the river, I am mostly central, so it... Also, my intention has always been a place to come and feed and meet without fear of attack or physical conflict. I'm not looking to be the Elysium, but I would like to run my business in peace, and also it is beneficial to me to have people coming here to meet and to discuss and to feed, and it is good for business.
Of course.
So
Good for business. No,
Yes.
I understand that. So, I haven't been there. You intend to be, for all intents and purposes, an Elysium for people, right? So what was the other one? The one that used to be before the break.
Elysium,
Yes.
some form of government building, administrative work, filing, taxes.
Sounds a lot more boring than this place.
It is very much a lot more boring than this place.
Well,
And
I suppose that's good
and
for
like
everyone then.
her fingers go like kind of over your cheeks and start like rolling your head slowly.
I'm gonna have words with Tess after this.
You can go right ahead. She ain't gonna care.
Never mind. Right. I think that is everything, unless you have a request.
No, I'm very happy, and you relay all the information about who's agreed to come so far, and
Yes.
Calig, Talia. Ugh. Yeah,
So-
right. Yeah.
So, once this meeting is organized, I'm interested to know what you intend to do. Stay independent? This
Stay
place isn't
independent.
going to be under quarantine forever.
I think the best thing for everyone is to try to avoid as much conflict as possible and keep things as they are until we know how things are going to go. I mean, we could be here for a while without any oversight from the Camarilla or Anarchs or any kind of governing body.
You don't have a preference?
What I mean is that unless one of them decides to step in and re-establish control, we are effectively in pure anarchy, with anyone who wants being able to stake their claim and go to war.
It's weird, isn't it? Every anarch from here to the Free States has wanted that for a very long time, and here it is. It's a fucking mess.
Which is probably why the Anarchs don't run things like that.
Okay, so, like I said, if there's anything else, I have one last request.
Of course.
Mhm.
Lower?
Mhm.
Hands go down to like the kind of between the shoulder blades.
Every time that, I don't know whether Tess has her eyes closed, but every time she moves, like, requests like to massage something different, Cass has to clench his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's like, I'm I was wondering if I could see the girl who we brought last time we came.
Oh,
I would love to see her again. What a delight.
I'm afraid for now she is on hiatus. She had a rough experience with your friend Gimlet, and I have given her some time off to relax and enjoy herself.
Well, that's good. Is she, like, out on the town then?
I believe at the moment she is, yes.
Great. Okay, well, as long as she's well.
Yes.
Thanks. Tess, it seems like it's time for us to leave. We don't want to take too much of Lamia's time.
What do you mean? We're fine. Lamia, I came by yesterday. You weren't around, but I left a message. I don't know if you got it. About the car.
Yes. That sounds delightful. I look forward to seeing it in person.
Oh, I'm sure you'll love it. It's I was very inspired, you know.
Of course. I would also appreciate your eye when I am preparing this place for the meeting. I would like to look just perfect. And you have some experience with perfection.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. I'm sure you could do just well without my help, but I'd be happy to oblige.
I doubt it.
Everything else is going well with you here? Nothing.
Everything else is going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Good. Oh, man. Yeah, we've been busy, but it's been good.
Wonderful.
And I'm sure she's glad to hear it. We don't want to take up any more of your time with small talk, so
you can
we have a
take up
busy night ahead of
as
us.
much time as you like, Cassius, dear.
Hear that?
Absolutely would. And also, Tess mentioned to me that you were interested in my services in exchange for a little help to her. I'm more than willing.
Yeah.
Of course. There are, obviously, every now and then, some scuffles and fights breaking out between the kind.
Sure.
Especially when they're both vying for the affection of one of my girls or, you know, a handsome man like you. I just need someone to work here on important events to diffuse the situation.
That is fine by me. So, yeah. Set a date, let me know, and I'll be here. And you'll help out Tess. Fair
Of course.
trade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of people, you're friends with Clay?
Yes.
Like friends, really?
Mr. Fraser is a good friend of mine.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Insight, charisma?
Wits insight.
Oh, wit. Wit insight. That is a 4.
Nice. Oh, one dice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
At this point, I've like turned around and I'm like facing her, and I'd probably like grab her hand in mine and be like, "Good friends."
Yeah, she there's something off with what it seems like she does not have any dislike for him.
Mm-hmm.
But the statement that they're friends seems very, very false.
Come now, Lamia. Nobody's good friends with Clay Fraser.
He can be very aggravating, but he has a good heart and good intentions.
What intentions are those?
I have to ask.
I haven't figured that out, I must admit. He is
Then
hard
how
to
can
read.
you trust they're good? No, I'm with you on this. He's very aggravating.
Yes, he is. And there's kind of like a little bit of a sad smile there.
I just swirl my drink around and just kind of look at it, and
And she's stopped massaging you. She's gone to sit down now.
yeah. You weren't a thing,
Hmm?
were you?
We were not a thing.
The name of the drink, the special today, is a sad one.
Well, sometimes people come here to drown their sorrows. And find new sorrows to attach themselves to.
Don't we all? Don't we all? But if he's bugging you, I suppose. Is there anything we can do to help with that?
She like staples her fingers and like leans in towards you. Miss Aquila, Tess, could it be you have a crush?
On Clay? I just burst out laughing and be like, Clay Fraser. The one who completely, oh my goodness, he has complete disregard for anyone but himself. Way off the mark.
Lamia,
I hate to be
I
that
think
person, but
we're intensely aware of what Tessa's type is.
You don't need to roll manipulation as long as there is no actual interest in Clay.
not that I'm aware of right now, but now you put the thought in my head and I'm like, shit. So no.
Okay.
Question mark?
I apologize.
Oh no.
I do apologize. It's just you were very, very interested in him and seemed very fixated. And I'd hate to be jealous.
Oh.
Apologies.
He's just a very interesting man, is all.
You know what my problem is? My fixation is with Clay?
There is definitely
He's-
a fixation.
Well, I will explain it. He seems to have this whole city wrapped around his finger. And it infuriates me.
Interesting take.
Everyone knows who he is. And has some kind of dealing with him. And yet,
He hasn't been murdered yet, horrifically. I know what you
no,
mean.
but he is so annoying. Lamia, he took my breadsticks during a meeting.
I'm going to admit, I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Do you mean that literally, or is that kind of a...
No, literally, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I had breadsticks. Emergency breadsticks in my purse, and
He is very, very quick.
We know. How many people do you think he knows in this city?
Probably everyone. In most
How
of the
many of
cities
those
around
people,
here.
despite his aggravating personality, do you think like him?
Most of them.
where do you stand?
Why?
You will realize with time that every aggravating and confusing and bizarre thing that Clay Fraser does always turns out to be beneficial for him and very often for you. He is an enigma.
And yet it turns out terrible for everyone else.
Does it? Let me
Well-
give you an example. The situation between Calig and Talia, the friction, how did that come about?
I would assume with his interference, but apparently he wasn't even at the meeting.
No, but why did they start fighting?
Because they disagreed. They were insulted.
They insulted each other. But neither of them admits to the insult, and both of them takes great offense at the rumors that have been circulating around them, and all indications imply that it comes from the other. Who do you think made that happen?
Clay's usefulness just infuriates me more.
Was it you?
No, I helped a smidge.
Because it worked out for you.
It worked out.
They stopped bugging you.
In that case, I don't blame you.
But it also worked out for the city. Because without them going at each other, they would both be very large threats, or one would have got big enough to consume the other. And then you would have one giant threat up in Hunter's Walk. As it happens, Clay is also up in Hunter's Walk, so it benefits him as well, but nevertheless. It is unfortunate and aggravating that he is so good at what he does, and that generally it is hard to stay angry at him, because what he does often benefits you as well.
Yeah, I'm feeling
So
that.
who had him at a meeting between the front and us?
If Clay is somewhere, it's because he wants to be somewhere. Regardless of whether someone asked him to be there or whatever, there tends to be a reason for it. So, what happened during the meeting?
He intentionally baited Tess. And
I fell for it.
their... Why am I telling you this? Whatever. Their patience ran out at the front. Honestly, so would mine, so really it was no loss.
So, it scuppered a talk for an alliance or agreement or something along those lines?
More or less.
Yeah.
So, his goal was to stop a melding of two forces.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
Succeeded.
I can't tell you the reason for that, but
But now you have a better idea of what's going on in Flintbridge, so good for you, I guess. Did anyone from the front come in here?
No, I don't believe so. I have had no contact with them.
Well, it's probably for the best. Right, we should get going. Our friends might need us.
Of course. Sorry for prying if that was not proper. I worry about you both.
That's very
We
kind
worry
of you.
about you too. Yes,
Thank you.
we want to make sure that you're all right as well, and if Clay is involved somehow, or you have to repay a debt to him, I just worry.
Of course. I appreciate your concern.
As long as Clay's not pointed at you.
All right. It was good to see you. I'll bring in the car at one point, and we can set it up.
I'll start arranging a dais for it.
Good. Then let's take off.
And she shuffles forward, kisses you on both cheeks. Cassius comes to you, kisses you on both cheeks. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
I hope you do too.
And do come back whenever you like.
I'm sure we will.
Wonderful.
We'll head back to the car and
head back to okay. So Mac and Chrys and everyone, we have a little bit of time, like kind of 8 minutes or so. Would you like to do the Gorban, or should we close things off here?
I'm good to carry on.
I'm good. It's up to the others.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
time.
You can say no, I won't be offended.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right.
On the
So
way to Gorbans, I
Yes.
would like a small talk with Chrys.
wonderful, because Sheepy needs to pee. Go for it.
Okay.
Hey, Chrys.
Hey, Mac.
I've been thinking. I want to run a hypothetical with you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot recently. Imagine you were small, right? You were new to the game. You were young. Imagine you were vulnerable, right? And you had a friend who knew how to exploit that. They knew how to take advantage of you, right? How'd you feel about that?
Like, how do you mean? Like, physically, mentally, going
Every
down the
way.
homily? Like,
Every way.
be pretty shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now imagine that you're not so new anymore, right? Like, fast forward, like, I don't know, a year, 2 years. And that person had repeatedly pecked away at what was your weakness, let's say. How would you feel about it then? Like a big brother type of relationship.
So you can't just kill them off then?
No.
Are you projecting here, or is this like a real hypothetical, or is this a one of those fake ones where they're like,
No, I'm
hypothetically
thinking.
speaking, but I'm actually speaking about you?
No, thinking. You see, what it is that I'm thinking is that I think Clay could be the big brother that Cass never had.
Well, it's just
And I-
irritating.
Maybe.
I didn't have a brother, so
He might be the best
really
thing
know.
for him. And I tell you what, another thing. If there was a girl that I liked, right, and she was pretty, I'd
Uh-huh.
probably take a breadstick.
is that like when you sent the eggplant emoji, or are you actually
That's my equivalent of a breadstick.
okay? Please send that to Tess. I think she'd be so happy to receive that message.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes people aren't so subtle, you gotta read between the lines, but that's how I see it.
Well, so basically, you're trying to what? So you think that Clay is like that when you're a kid, and the boys are mean because they like the pretty girl, whatever, like that, and then because, well, Clay's just irritating, so
Of course he is. That's all he knows. But he doesn't have any other way to communicate, does he?
maybe you should grow up.
Maybe. Or maybe he should keep taking breadsticks till it gets him somewhere.
Just get him punched in the face, and then Tess is gonna hit him, and then I have to deal with it because, like, well, she's great, but
Either
someone else
way.
has to deal with it.
Either way, I think Clay is exactly what we need right now. So keep that in mind.
Okay, breadsticks, give them to Clay. No punching.
Nah, give the breadsticks to Tess. Clay will take care of the rest.
Oh God. Maybe modern dating practices have changed a little.
Nah. Kids are
don't-
just big kids sometimes, and apparently kindreds are just big kids too. That's how I see it anyway. Like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe everyone's trying to kill us and it'll all be,
I wanna
interesting,
stop
but
in this conversation.
I'm just calling it like I see it. Family is everything, and friends, and
Yeah.
He either took
I-
that breadstick because he didn't have anything better to do, or because he really wanted to take that breadstick. But think about it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, you think about it. So what do you think of Goblin? How do you want to approach?
We can walk there and
Sure.
say hello.
You want to do the speaking, or like I know you're friends with the encroaching wilds. Do you want me to like?
Well, I thought you said that's what Goblin calls them, and that
Yeah, it
you're
is.
rude.
You're not going to punch anyone, are you?
Why would I? I mean, unless they try something, then like, why would I?
We'll keep it cool. How about that?
I don't eat breadsticks anymore.
Nice. Forget about the breadsticks. Let's do this.
So, after wandering in slightly into Gorbin's territory, you are met by two. The best way to describe them is brick shithouse. In the sense that they are basically rectangles of like muscle. And yeah, but both bald, both etc. And after kind of the initial introduction of are you here to blah blah blah, they look almost like twins. They don't look perfectly exactly alike, but you could call them brothers or you know, maybe like non-identical twins or something. And one of them says, I am Ivan. He is Vladimir.
Russian, eh?
We will take you to Gorben.
Nice.
You will come with us to Gorben.
Yep.
Oh, we'll come with you, all right.
Good, we will
Sure.
go. Follow.
Oh, that is very nice. I'm just gonna write in my notepad, Russian. Underline.
And Ivan turns to Vladimir. What, like they take you like through an alleyway and then off through the kind of like back roads. After a little bit, Ivan turns to Vladimir and says, Vlad, check that we are not being followed. Da. And then
And Chris is quite suspicious.
Do you want me to help? Like, that's
no,
my thing.
we have. And then Vladimir like scrunches up in the air, like his like legs retract and he scrunches up, and then there's just like a bat like, and then it goes.
Oh, okay.
And like flies up.
Oh.
I prefer the Wolverine.
Shut up, Mac.
Oh, sorry. Ominous badger creature. La Chupacabra.
My favorite is Cyclops, but it's just preference. Let's go.
Sure, let's do that.
And you were taken to just like an open park, benches, etc. And there's like a very short, slightly tubby guy, like you know, like a comb over hair, like kind of middle-aged-ish, maybe venturing into like the later ages.
Hey.
Oh well,
Hi.
thank you very much, Ivan. You can go. Don't worry. Yeah. You can go. It's good. Yeah. Come. Sit. Pull up a pew.
Okay.
Don't mind if I pew. As I sit down.
All right.
Good.
So, you lot are from Memories, right? You're from Memories, yeah? Right. Well, what's
Memorie.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
It was Josh saying steak. I'm back. Hey, how you doing?
Memorie, yeah.
Memorie. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the name.
that
Yeah.
one.
Memories.
I know
Yeah.
it's a bit
Right.
awkward.
Right, so-
Yeah,
what-
Memorie.
What's the deal? What do you want? Why are you here?
Well, who are you though? Are you Calig though?
Nah, Gorbin.
No, it's Gorbin.
Why am I saying Calig?
Yeah. No, you
This
can take that back. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. My brain is just like Memorie. Brain. Goblin.
Yeah. I'm Gorbin.
Yeah, you're Gorbin,
Yeah.
right? Fine. How many Russians do you know around here? Like,
Oh, them lads? Ah, no,
Yeah.
they're just unknown to me. Yeah.
oh,
From who? Can I ask? Question mark.
That's a little bit personal, isn't it?
Yep.
yeah. Funny you should say that. I'm looking into some Russian things recently.
Looking into some Russian things. What, like
yeah,
Moscow, bears? What kind of
all
things?
sorts of Russian things. You know.
Vodka? I love vodka.
So much vodka.
Mm. It's made out of potatoes. Did you know that?
Some vodka's made out of potatoes, some isn't. You know, it depends.
Really?
Russian vodka, Irish sometimes as well, yeah.
Really? Potato. It's confusing. So,
They seem nice.
Who?
Ivan and Vladimir.
Not really.
No?
No, they're idiots.
Oh, well, that's a bit rude.
Ivan's like literally just standing there, just looking forward. They don't speak much English. And what they do speak, they don't understand. But
yeah,
they're
I
useful.
get that. That's good to know, though.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to meet you finally. I've heard a lot of things. You've been busy
Oh,
recently.
Don't
There's
believe any of them. I'm perfectly nice chap. You know, I'll put my hand up to a bit of dodgy dealing, like maybe a manky watch, gone green, whatever. It's water under the bridge.
How about I give you the opportunity? What should I believe? What's your story?
Well, there was pure anarchy when everything kicked off, right?
Everywhere.
Everything going crazy. No one knows what to do. I thought, I step up. I keep things under control. So I did. And here we are. You know what I mean?
Is it planned for like the whole city, or just what you've got locked down?
What you implying? You think
I'm asking.
Yeah, exactly. What you asking?
Well, I mean, you said like take control to.
Take control for the good of everyone. Like,
Well,
just,
like,
just settle things down around here, because it was crazy. It was anarchy. It was buildings on fire, people getting stabbed in the streets, shootings, burnings.
Really?
No, not quite that bad, no. But, just
My
like,
friend,
as a theme, it's something that felt like it was happening.
I mean,
There was a couple of muggins and someone got beat up, but
yeah, it's a little bit dramatized. I thought we were just.
if I may ask you something, my friend. The kind people at the front may have hinted in their lovely conversation with us that you were very motivated to find out what has transpired within our quaint little town.
Oh,
In
yeah.
particular,
Yeah, no, well, again, like, it's something we all need to know. We need to eat. We don't want to be going at each other's throats over, over food, over resources, over influence, all that kind of thing. If we figure out why everyone caught on fire, we can stop it from happening again, and everyone's happy. You know what I mean?
Sounds good to me.
and that's your limit, right? On your motivation is just food, safety. Anyone you know that maybe poof?
Oh, yeah. But,
Yeah.
still an open wound, still aches. I don't want to talk about it.
We don't want to talk about it either, but
Well, why'd you ask then?
because I want to talk about it.
Yeah, Mac is great. Mac's great. Mac sometimes asks weird odd questions, but
Right,
know,
so you
Sometimes
It's- it's
the
fine.
questions.
so you sent
Nice.
him to parlay with me as someone
well,
who
I'm also here.
Doing just fine.
And
you
it's
asked a
little-
question that you didn't want the answer to, that you wanted the answer to. Gotta say, mate.
I do
little
want to
bit
know.
fucking
You just didn't want to answer it. Jeez.
Oh, but I'd
You're
like to share,
that's rude. Well, okay. Hi. Let's start again. Hi, I'm Chrys.
Nice to meet you.
What?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also. And we are looking to make some chill times so we can get on and not scrap. Because that would be ideal. We don't want to be, letting the kind know what's up, obviously.
Right.
That would not be ideal.
Not ideal,
Um,
no. Probably
and
bad.
then-
Classified as
yeah.
bad.
That would. And then also the whole people on fire thing could be
Very
good to
much do
know
with
about.
being sorted out. Yeah.
Yep. And then also, we're having a meeting, and you're invited. Maybe if we can make an agreement here,
Yeah, sure. I'm in.
peace. If we can do you ignore the bit where I said if we can make an agreement to be peaceable, because let me finish my sentence. Okay.
You done?
If we can.
Really,
I'm in.
if I may, I'd like to draw back to the open wound.
Why?
Were you familiar with Winnie?
I know the name.
Yeah, we got an open wound too. So
My
it would
condolences.
appear that our motivations overlap a little bit, and from what I've seen, there's not many people that motivated right now to investigate, you could say. So that's something we have in common, right?
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds perfect.
So, are there any problems you have currently? Any issues? Anything you need help with?
Nah, not really. Got it all locked down, all good. You know, ship and shape, as it were. Know what I mean?
What about those scary gangrels in the woods?
Got my own, mate.
You do indeed.
Yeah.
Everything going well with that?
Oh yeah. You know, they weren't happy with my movements. They weren't happy with me keeping the peace. You know, keeping everyone safe, and they want everyone to be free and arguing between each other like fucking idiots. So you know, whatever, right?
Yeah. So is that Chrys?
What? So they want anarchy and fire and hellstorm. And
Well, you know, what they want is just people to all agree with each other, but they never fucking agree with each other. So all they do is they argue and they argue and they never get anything done, which is why this place was in such a shitstorm before I put my foot down and I said, hey, all of you do what I say for right now, we'll figure things out later. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's why we had a bit of an argy.
But you're good now?
Yeah, we're alright. As long as they don't come my way, I don't go their way. You know, it's fine.
That's all right then.
So, Chrys, any questions you got for the gentleman?
This has been a lot of, just for, I really want to return to the whole, where the heck are they from question.
Who?
Vlad and Ivan, you know,
Russia.
I feel like,
You never met a Russian before? They're from Russia.
yeah, I've met a Russian before. I wonder if they know my Russian friend.
You have a Russian friend?
Friend's a stretch.
I got 2 Russian friends, and that's why I was curious. There ain't that many Russians here that are interested in Kindred, and
yeah.
you know, I'm trying to return 2 to their owner, but if you could help me out, I'm willing to help you too.
Mate, I'm gonna be honest. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a bit vague, Mac.
Okay, fine. Let me rewind a second. The guy
Again?
there that
Okay, sure.
the guy there that did the whole like pipsqueak like beep 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 beep.
The bat thing, I think.
Who'd you borrow him from? Because I need to know.
What?
Russian gangrels. Where'd you get one?
My ones?
If I'd like some more, where do I get them?
Well, you talk to the guy who hires them out.
Yeah, who's that?
And he like turns to Chrys. Who is he?
That's what I'm
really
asking
great.
you.
Honest,
Who are you? Coming in,
Why?
asking like these really probing fucking questions, like I've been taken in by the bob.
Well, mate, I'm not a Florida, am I? So it's not
I'm
like.
not taking you in, my friend. You've done very well here today.
I just want to know if he knows my sort
Is
of
he
friend.
alright? Like, is he like, you know?
Malkavian. Okay.
Oh,
I'm trying to solve a question.
My apologies.
He's a little. He jumps around a little bit, but overall,
If you wouldn't mind, could we have this conversation tete-a-tete? Just you and me, miss. Like, no offense, Malkavians are wonderful people. Love them. Brilliant. Whatever. I can't talk to them. They don't make any fucking sense.
Matt, how do you feel about?
And I don't have all night. I have a lot to do.
I tell
Hey,
you
Matt,
what.
look over there. At that
Are we
small
on our
building.
own right now?
Sorry?
Are we on our own right now?
No,
Like,
Ivan's right there, like right next to you this whole time.
okay. How about you and you? Listen to me. Look over there. See that thing on the wall?
He's just staring at you.
Look.
Are
I'm
you
trying to
12?
explain.
Mac, yeah, we're just gonna have a little chat, Mac. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay.
And like, yeah, Gorman stands up and like, is like, let's go to a different table, yeah? Ivan, look after him. Don't hurt him. Just make sure he doesn't hurt himself, alright?
I'll speak to Ivan instead.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely great, Mac. Thanks.
Duh.
Chrys, you know what to do.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna sit down at the table with Corbin.
Yeah. And as Chris and Gorban start talking, Ivan leans down towards you and goes, personally, one of my favorites is Cyclops. He is cool. And then back up.
Was that to me? Sorry.
Yeah, that was to you.
Okay. Cyclops. Cyclops is cool.
I like
Look.
Cyclops.
I love Cyclops too. If I want
Me
another
too.
Cyclops, where do I get another one?
You want Cyclops?
2,
There's
ideally.
a store down the road sells issues 1 through 77. Cyclops.
Okay. Let me try this instead. Look, let me just I'm just gonna auspex him instead.
Okay.
I give up. I just I'm just gonna put my hands on his shoulders and just look him square in the eyes just to see if I can get anything out of him.
What are you doing?
I just want to use auspex on him just to figure out anything about
Do
him.
you mean
Premonition.
premonition? Okay.
Yeah, I just want to
Rouse
I don't know,
check and-
see how he dies, or see what's happening with there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I have to rouse for that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat someone after this.
Okay. You don't get hungry.
Well, that's a good start.
That's a good
At least that's a good start. Oh, great. I'm gonna re-roll all 3 of those.
2.
Oh,
You
2d10.
reroll 2. Got a 10 and 1.
Better at least.
3 successes. Yeah, you see a vision, and it's him, and he's walking down the street, and then he turns a corner, and then he walks into this shop which has like pictures of Cyclops and Wolverine fighting each other, and he goes in, and he picks up a copy of X-Men and puts it on the counter, and pays for it, and then walks out. You think this may
Really?
be in an hour or so?
You really do like Cyclops, don't you?
I like Cyclops.
Yeah. Tell me about it. How'd you feel about Wolverine?
He's dick.
Yeah.
He never
Tell
loved
me about
Jean.
Yeah. It doesn't let Jean in any of the interesting scenes,
I am all about cycling.
Cycling, right? Yeah. That makes sense. So you stay here, okay? I'm gonna go.
You stay here.
Yeah, I'll stay here with you.
Sorry, that already out of my throat. Fucking Russians.
Do you mind looking the other way where I go for a whiz?
I will watch you whiz.
All right. Well, if you want to look at my dick, then go right ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a piss, and just hopefully he looks away.
Incidentally, unless you rouse, you're just gonna pee blood.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna. Sorry, stream. Flop it out. And like hope he looks away, and if he doesn't, I'll be like, I give up, I'm done. Just trying to like break eye contact for a second so I can move away.
Yeah.
Like if he just maintains an awkward eye contact during the whole thing.
He stays close to you, he follows you, and he just looks at you the entire time. He's been told to look after you and make sure you don't hurt yourself.
Oh, really? You want to hold it for a second? It's getting a bit heavy right here.
Okay.
Never mind. Don't worry. Like, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm just, yeah.
So, Chrys.
I'm actually really dizzy right now.
My face hurts.
I'm actually fucking floored by...
I'm so sad that you guys have only just got to Gorban, because Gorban's fun.
Man.
The man likes Cyclops.
Yeah.
I'm really glad for him.
Cycline?
Yeah, it's Cyclops and Jean Grey.
And Jean, yeah. Oh my god.
How new is this guy that he has a ship name for Cyclops and Jean Grey?
I'm not answering you questions about these guys. Got work for that shit.
I'm trying to breathe so I can do my scene.
You're
okay.
Right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Right. So, what are you here for? We done the meeting? Anything else?
Well, we wanna make sure, you know, we're pretty peaceable.
Yeah.
And that we're not gonna have any issues with us.
Sure.
You know, you're not really popping in our territory. We're not unless we can have an agreement to like pop through, or we have, you know, ask if we can pop through. Same for you. So like a messenger, whatever.
Yeah, let's say on like a case by case basis, you know, if you want to come through over the bridge, you come talk to me, talk to Ivan, whoever, they'll bring you to me, and I'll let you through or not, as the case may be.
Yeah, and like, just I don't have any beef with you. So just general peace, you know.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I mean, probably gonna get asked by the chatty folks in my country.
Yeah, I got some of those as well. They never stop talking. It's really annoying. You know what I mean?
Breadsticks and...
Breadsticks?
Yeah, just don't even ask me about breadsticks.
All right.
It's a trial. It's a trial. They're gonna ask like your intentions. Are you looking to expand? Are you happy? You chilling? Like,
I'm happy on my side of the river. Know what I mean? It's like originally this was Anarch territory anyway, so I'm just I'm trying to keep my people happy, trying to keep them safe, trying to keep them ticking over and doing what they were doing before, but doing it better. You know, all those type of things. They're free to do whatever they want as long as they do what I say. Know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense for organization, I guess. If that's what they're happy with, that's up to them.
Massively happy. Look at Ivan. Look how happy he is. And you see Ivan like staring at Mac's penis.
Didn't really need that trauma. But
anything else I can help you with before the conclusion of said meeting? I do
I'm
need
not
to go.
stood
like,
there with
soon.
it out, just looking at him, just to clarify here. like.
I mean, I wasn't kidding about the Russian bros thing. Like, I do know a guy, and it'd be good to know if he's around.
Oh, all right. What's his name?
Pavlov.
Oh, Vasya. Yeah, I know Vasya.
Is he about? Do you know?
Yeah, he's around. I don't think he's in the city, but he's hanging around the edges, you know? Well, last I heard. I mean, that's where I got these guys from. Needed a little extra muscle.
Super. I mean, if do you know a way I could contact him if I needed to for any reason?
Usually I just talk to the idiots and they go off and they flap off and, you know, give him some words, but
Yeah, that's weird. They get really small.
yeah. Well, he did say that he was planning on coming into the city for a visit. He wanted to check up on someone or something. I don't know.
Huh. Cool. Good. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. It's not really
Good to
like
know.
you know, it's not really like important information. He's just
No, it's not that important, is it? Why would
just
anyone
a-
ask about a specific kindred? That would be weird.
yeah, he's just a merc, right?
Is he? Oh, I didn't know that was his
Yeah, sure.
his job.
Well,
He's got, like-
facilitator of mercs, whatever, you know. Takes a couple of people, turns them, sells them out, whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who knew? Chris is like seething. Who
Yeah.
who knew? Great.
Chris, you are probably on the edge, right?
Super mad.
Would you like to conclude the meeting as fast as possible?
I
Because
think
you're-
I'm gonna try mosey out, but she also kind of wants info though.
You will need to do a frenzy check very, very soon. I will give you the
Okay.
option of getting away before. Like,
Okay,
you
thanks.
can feel it bubbling, basically.
Well, this has been nice, Goblin. Okay, thanks for that. We'll send you a message as and when.
We will organise things. Wonderful.
Okay, bye.
See you later.
Mac, let's go. Mac,
This
we
dude-
are leaving.
This dude's obsessed with Cyclops, like he's got.
Well,
He
you're
really-
obsessed with hats, Mac.
Goodbye, little people. Have good day.
He tried to touch
Bye.
my one-eyed monster. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you can't. Oh my God, this is. We need to leave.
It's not monster. I have seen monster. There's nowhere near
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, I bet you have. All right, have fun. Have fun, Dracula.
You have fun too, little man. I like
Mm.
hats.
Yeah, you too, Chief. Right, wow.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say we're like power walking
yeah, you
out
like
of
you
there.
like almost jogging. And let me just pull up the rules for frenzy. I'm not sure where they are.
Please, can we just die in a bloodbath? Preferably not with my dick out.
I think it's away now. I think it's fair to say, right?
Josh, do you remember where the frenzy rules are? And I can go to
I cannot.
It's called,
What are you looking for?
the
When she's really mad, and
Frenzy is remaining willpower plus a third of your humanity because
maybe 219.
yes, yeah, just so
Um,
that will be your willpower plus half of your humanity.
it is a third because
Third.
fuck people who play Vampire 5th Edition.
Okay.
Apparently.
Um,
You
So
have to
that
do a
is
third of 7. and I
that
think you ran down,
is
so it's probably +2.
Oh, there's actually a frenzy dice at the bottom. which you
yeah,
can-
that's
you
why I
can-
was like,
Click the button.
Oh yeah, of course there is. Yeah.
Sorry.
Push
We
the
had a
button!
very involved game today, and my brain is a little bit. I just had to play a Russian.
I can send you a digital DM screen, Sheepy.
Okay.
I got 3.
You are so on the cusp of losing your shit. But you managed to hold it together if you'd like. If you would like to, like, what I'll say is this is going to build up if you don't let it out. So, in future times, if you get stressed out or angry about this kind of stuff again, it's going to be harder.
I think right now it's pent up because we need to get back or
Yeah.
away from.
Yeah.
To help
from
frame
this.
it, Mac is currently saying, "What did you get? What did he
Max,
look
shut
at?
up! Max, shut up! Seriously, right now, I've just seen
Like-
your penis.
That dude didn't even like Wolverines. I swear.
Uh,
I'm just saying. He said they were dicks.
here's a secondary option for you, Chris. Would you like to change and just book it out of the city?
I was considering going to the forest and going
Like
for,
going to a
you know,
forest and
out, but
changing and going for
I'm
a
kind
run.
of like heading back first. We need to get into our territory first.
Okay.
So I'm just booking it
All right.
that way.
And what we'll say is you all collectively head back towards the haven. You relay to each other. Chrys obviously like cuts off from Mac and heads to the forest to the woods and forest for a run.
Okay, bye.
It's just like zoom.
I'm out.
You all relay everything that's happened. Everyone is in for the meeting. And all of the information that has been revealed and etc. In the next episode, we're going to have skipped a few days. So when we come back, not including the snack shots, when we come back, we'll have advanced a couple of days. We'll deal with hunger and things like that. We'll have a talk about that at the beginning of the next episode. However, one thing you do get organized is renting an office. It is going to be set up as a law firm slash I believe it's like a law firm with like some library elements, an office element, kind of like a private area for you.
Mhm.
Let me just pull up.
Basically, we
I'll
find
pop
a
it
guy.
in the Discord.
I have it in my note. Yeah.
Oh,
We find a space and use it as a front.
Yes. So it will have a library, extensive library, which you will have to work on filling. Currently, you only have very basic books. It's very, very nice up in the office. If you, on the money that Mac got and like a smidge from Tess, you can make the office, like where you can meet people, very, very nice upstairs. If you want to make the law firm part of it look good, you may have to dip into your money a bit more, Tess, so it's up to you. You also have a lawyer. He is a retainer, and his name is P. Williker, lawyer at large. Lawyer at large.
So much penis today.
And yeah, there is also a little bit info, a little bit additional that you do with the Winnie Haven, which you still have, incidentally. And just additionally for all of you, you do still have Cass's Haven and Mac's Haven as well. Mac, if you want to make your way through to the theater at this point, you can, like, we can quick shot you going through Gorbin's territory. For the most part, he'll probably say yes.
I might do, seeing as there's just some like fridge freezer that's obsessed with my penis following me. That I'll go to my.
I will tell you, he will allow you passage through the through his territory. He does not consider you a threat. So
It's fine. I'll take that as a compliment.
let's close here with everyone heading off to sleep, and next time we're back, we will have a skipped a few days, just a couple, to speed things along and have a few things happen. We can talk about what you do if you'd like. We will also, for obviously, again, for anyone who'd like to do a snack shot, either as a couple or as a singular, we can organize that for Sunday, and it will show the Wednesday afterwards. And on Wednesday, we will all be watching. Well, I will definitely, and anyone else in the group who would like to, we will be watching with Vandy the Wednesday snack shot that we recorded yesterday, which is gonna be interesting. We can't
Live
talk about
reactions.
it.
So good.
Can't talk about it, but it's gonna be interesting. So, onwards and downwards to outros. We will go the opposite direction for a change of pace, because Sheepy's been playing so many NPCs today, his brain has melted. Chrys and Tash, how did you find today? I'm glad you
as soon as I heard their accents, I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, like this is the thing about a sandbox. I can't force you guys into your stories. You just find them.
Yep.
So the place where one of the places you had to go to find out anything, like to progress for the whole Sire Vassia thing was there. Like Gorban has a couple of mercs that was arranged by Vassia, so they've been chilling in Gorban's territory this entire time.
It's great. It's super.
Yep.
Super.
Welcome to the minefield. Say hi to
Super.
Tess.
Hi, Tess. No, it's really it's great. I'm aggravated, and it's good to feel that about something because that means I'm invested, and
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it even though it's aggravating
Yep.
because shit.
It's like a conversation with Clay.
Yeah, I don't mind Clay. So this is fun. Yeah, watch on Wednesday, and you'll learn a little bit more about some things. Because me and Mac have a lovely chat.
Mm.
We
We planned for about an hour. We did about 2.
As per usual. And then there will
Yep.
also be the Q&A after for Sheepy.
There will be.
So if you have any questions, send them into Discord.
Yep.
Or
the
exclamation
YouTube
marks.
videos.
Or the YouTube videos where you can watch all the previous episodes of Vampire the Masquerade. Sunkissed.
Yeah,
You're
the
welcome.
the snack shots and the regular episodes.
There you go.
Next up is Cassius and Josh. How did you find today?
I think it was Mac after me, wasn't it?
I'm going opposite direction.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that was an interesting one for Cass.
Yeah.
He mostly just observed people and then
Got
figured
asked out
out
on a
some
date?
shit and begrudgingly is starting to understand not like
Yeah.
understand Clay. So yeah, so that's interesting. I have some very, very interesting propositions for basically everyone at this point for snack shots because I've got ideas.
There's some really good stuff that's been revealed in the last few episodes and snack shots. So
Yeah, and Cass has always had plans, so it's time to see whether you
I
can...
think I can officially say to this, welcome to Sunkissed, guys. We're starting 10 episodes in.
Yeah, it feels like we're starting.
Yeah.
We've come out of the baby phase,
Yep.
and now we've got teeth
Territories and
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 territories.
threats and problems and issues and yeah.
Before I forget, Sunday on my Twitch channel, Gaming FTL, I am actually interviewing 3 authors who are writing or have written, I don't know whether it's finished yet, an audiobook based in the world of darkness, Vampire the Masquerade, called They Walk Among Us. And there's 3 kind of novellas there, and I've started listening to some of the things that people have written, and they're really good. They're really good horror writers. So tune in Sunday at a time to be decided.
It will be announced.
It will be announced on Discord. Twitter,
That's
all
a
of
shame that you mentioned that because I was going to mention I'm writing a book about a vampire and his love of comic books and comic book characters.
that. Does he like Cyclops?
It's
by
called
any
I
chance?
Like Cyclops.
I like
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
He likes
I
my
honestly, for a
Cyclops,
second, I thought I was
apparently.
gonna pass out.
I'm okay with doing the audiobook for that.
Yeah. It's very easy. You just say I like
I
Cyclops.
like Cyclops.
And then it's the end.
Ugh.
Tess and Tash. Sorry, Tess and Vandy.
Bandy.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I don't know what to make of Calig. He's
Yeah, he's interesting.
he feels sketchy,
Is that the
but, like-
voice though? Because
but I
the
don't
voice-
know.
The voice is super sketchy.
Yeah, like I don't know. Hearing everything about him and then talking to him, I'm just like, this guy there's something off, like seriously off, and I can't figure out what yet. But hearing the Russians, now I understand why what's his name? Rags might be in more trouble because if Chris's sire turns people so that they can become like thugs and stuff, and there's Russians, kind of fucking around with Rags, then I'm starting to think Rags is a target for becoming a Kindred.
It's a very interesting
So
thought.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Definitely a worry.
It's definitely a worry. Well, I guess we would have found out already, kind of in character, technically. So definitely Tess would be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to check in on that.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Okay.
So
Could be a snack shot.
Awesome.
We'll have a talk about it.
could be a snapshot. Yeah. Also, I fucking hate Clay. Do you have a crush on him, bitch? Fuck.
I mean, you were talking about him a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's because he's so annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, there's never been a situation where a character has found another character annoying and it turns out they have a crush on them. Never happens.
You know what? It's just rude, okay?
I do like how honest you were with the lying role, where you're like, I'm not sure if it's like,
Yeah,
if I'm lying or not when I say I don't like him.
because it didn't cross her mind until she said it.
Yeah.
Until Lamia said it, and she's like, "Ooh,
Uh-oh, those feels.
And you know that chat wants you to love Clay. Because all I've seen in the chat is people like, yay, Clay. Clay's basically my GM spirit animal. He's me in character form as a GM.
Frustrating. Okay, we'll see. I'm not. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, you guys. That's no, not Clay and Tess. Definitely not.
And
What would even be the ship name for that? That would just be
Just like
Tay.
Kless.
Tay.
Plus.
Ugh. No, ship name sucks. Scrap it.
Terrible.
It could be.
Can't do it.
It could be Frakila.
Frick.
I'm gonna just. You can go on to the next person.
Or
It's
Acquier.
fine. Get at no next.
Ooh.
I like Frakila. It makes me happy. So Mac and Hydra, you have a fun day today. You enjoy your
It was a
role.
mixed bag. So firstly, I had a great. I really enjoyed being able to express Mac's view of regarding Clay and the Prophet Clay and his potential relationship with Cass and Tess.
Yeah.
That's how he sees it. That's what it is.
Yep.
That's how it looks to him.
I
Like
think it's how it looks to a lot of people at this point.
it's black and white.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun to Marlowe. So that's how it looks. And I apologize for getting my pinky out, but it's like when the dude's looking at you and you just want him to look away, like that normally works. That's pretty much a given that will work, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I've got to break eye contact at the very least, not like stand there looking at it. So that was a new experience for Mac.
Mercenaries,
where-
bro. They do what they're told.
Yeah, apparently so. But that was also the first time someone's been rude to Mac.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how he processes that.
I
But
think it's the first time anyone's thrown Mac off like properly.
it's certainly the first time someone's been like prejudiced towards him because of what he is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. We'll see how that ends, but it will most likely be in a review of, oh, Gorbin's got to die.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Like Gorbin's far worse than Clay because
I-
Clay's not prejudiced. He's not like a dick.
No.
He's just like a bit of a dick.
Self-serving.
Yeah.
I'm
Good.
actually interested. How did you all feel about? I mean, I know we got a little bit from Vandy, but how do you guys all feel about the leaders? You know, the most powerful ones of the city, technically speaking.
Either they're really, really good at lying, or all kind of stupid and like not stupid.
We're all
I
fucking
was-
bonkers.
Yeah, they're all weird
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah.
But also, I expected them to be way more eager to tear someone's throat out to get an extra inch of land sort of situation.
Do you know they're all Ventru?
I assumed yes. Yes. So
They do all have their similarities, yeah.
yeah,
Because
they're
they're all very particular.
Hmm.
Like they're all very like, you know, they have their own little.
They
I don't know
have
what this means.
their own little snootiness and their own little like things that they don't like and ways they have to be and yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that how they're working and like how Goblin is just out there with, yeah, this is a dictatorship and I have mercenaries.
Did you all pick
you're
up
like-
on the everyone's free to do what they want as long as they do what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a snippy comment about the Annex, but
Yeah,
I
well,
don't think that,
that-
I would know
like-
about it really.
Ventru Anarchs, I feel that kind of sums them up a little bit.
Yep.
So that's super.
Yes. And I think we all had a fun day today. I think we all enjoyed ourselves. We're gonna go off and Vandy's gonna shout at me because that's what happens at the end of every episode.
Watch
Yes.
Wednesday. Watch it.
Watch on Wednesday.
Watch on Wednesday. I'll put it
Yeah.
out on my Discord and my Twitter and whatnot. But if you want to definitely catch it, go follow Vandy.
We hope to see you there.
Do it
Yeah.
now.
So everyone on YouTube, thanks for watching. Enjoy the new outro, which is just the outro I built for the thing, but it gives everyone's links and everything there as well. And yes, we will see you on Wednesdays now because we do the snack shots, and on next Monday, where things will get started after 10 episodes. See you later.